next generation of Detroit sports media is here. Crunch Time is back on Woodward Sports. Join Jeff Iafrate and Booner Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Taking Detroit sports coverage to the next level with massive interviews, viral moments, and the best live reactions. Get ready, Detroit. The young guns are taking over. Crunch Time on Woodward Sports.
It's Friday here on Crunch Time. Woodward Sports, 11 to 1 weekdays. We got a packed show today. I'm your host, Jeff Iafrate. That's my co-host, Booner. We got Caleb Zarnick. And filling in for KG, we got our guy.
That's our
Gordo.
guy.
Audio. Gordo, how we doing, my friend? How we doing?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. Happy to be here. Coming off of a beautiful Tigers victory. And overall, just a good day yesterday. The vibes are high coming into today. Happy to be here with you guys.
We'll get to it. Gordo's got some Tarik Skubal trade stuff we'll get to later in the show. We'll talk about it. Yep. You know, we'll talk about Tarik Skubal. We'll get Gordo's thoughts on it. We'll talk about the Tigers as well. We got Caleb Zarnick, who was...
Yeah, we got some issues.
He's coming off being in the... you were in a heater.
Can I just
the last 30
I
minutes?
I don't know. He wants to say. I don't know, man.
He was in a heater.
Let me get my official statement real quick.
There's no statement. You had a chance to have a statement an hour ago.
True. And I think I flopped it. I flopped. I want to start by saying this. I love Booner very much. He's one of my best friends. Been working with him for a while. I love him as one of my. I love him like a brother. And I took a shot at him on BDE, which I didn't mean to do, and I love him a lot. And if he has anything mean to say to me right now, I don't know how he's going to do it because I just said I loved him a couple times.
Yeah.
You're really making this guy sound like Ellen DeGeneres the way you just said that.
Exactly. It's like I'm holding the gun to his head, and it's like it's like off air. I'm holding the gun to his head. All I said is, hey, man, when you were questioned, you were quick to you were quick to throw out my name. Like, how's it working with Crunch Time? Instead of being like, oh, I love it so much, it was, it depends on the day with Booner. I mean, what's happening here?
Yeah, it was messed up.
And
that's hand up.
Gordo,
and that's hand up.
Outside perspective, this is your first time on Crunch Time.
Yeah.
Look at for outside looking in. That's a tough look. Like, am I that bad off? I'm like the nicest dude of all time. I feel like.
Yeah.
Stop fighting!
This is insane. This is crazy.
Oh man.
ETN says, "Nah, stand on it, Caleb."
No, you're gonna say it.
If
you're in the pressure cooker and you're gonna say it, that might be And when Neil says, hey, which show do you like working for the most, Big D or Crunch Time? Caleb he sat there for a second. I feel like you've been
come on. I'm a guest
with
on
us
the
for
show.
3
Come
years.
on, I'm a guest on their show. I don't
stand
on
business. If I go on Big D one day and fill in, and Neil's like, "What's better, doing this show or Crunch Time?" Crunch Time.
Okay, fine, sure. Hand up.
It's like I use the example of, it's like if you're in the Pistons organization and someone, there's a target on Cade's back, and someone in the organization is just shooting arrows at that target inside the organization. That's what that felt like a little bit.
That wasn't my intentions. Truly, was not my intentions.
But you know what? You're forgiven, Caleb.
Yeah, you're forgiven. You're for sure forgiven. It's all good, man.
We got Caleb back. That was for people that tuned into that was great.
Neil
and Sean, that's what they do. They were just testing your willpower.
I will say, shout out Neil, Sean.
Questions.
That was the first time in a while I've been in an absolute blender back here. I mean, the chat was asking me these questions that were impossible to answer, but
it's fair.
Gotta love it. It's part of the game, they say.
You were like, I thought it was one of the funniest things. Sean was like, this guy can't answer a question without saying "but." He can't figure this out.
I was giving GM speak. I'm PR trained.
But.
Oh, well, speaking of, Caleb saying the word "but," I think Booner's in that equation with all time. I mean, we saw a movie last night, Disclosure Day. Great movie, by the way. Steven Spielberg film. We left the movie. All right, Woodward Cinema, shout out.
Shout out.
Spenny,
check it out.
Easy. They did a movie review on Disclosure Day, which you guys can check out, Woodward Cinema. And I decided to tune in. I was curious because I liked the movie. It was a good movie. And I was like, what are my boys talking about? And I hear Booner, after the movie, out of your mouth, say, this is the greatest alien movie of all time. Now, mind you, chat, there's a lot of people that like movies out there. Let's just take a minute. You guys tell me, is Disclosure Day, and if you haven't seen it yet, go see it. It's a really good movie. Do you think it's the greatest alien film of all time? And Booner, these are your words.
Well, to be fair, the movie comes out today. We saw it early yesterday. So.
And I want the chat to go see it, and then Monday you tell me, is it better than some of the greatest movies of all time in the alien sphere?
No. Wrong.
False.
Can I
False.
Can I at least just give my side of things when I say that? When I say it's the best alien movie of all time, for me,
It does fit your brand, by the way, of all time.
it does.
You do say that a lot.
Gordo, you're gonna learn this quick. If you're watching Woodward Cinema, people who watch it, you're gonna learn this quick. I just love like films. There could be a bad film, and I'm like, that was fun. Like, I enjoyed that. I like to take the best out of every film.
What'd you think about the newer Roadhouse movie? This is something
Haven't seen that yet.
You haven't seen it?
I have not seen
Okay.
that. I will watch it. I'll get back to you. It
right.
might be the greatest film of all time in my eyes.
See, but you see why, as a viewer, I'm like, I can't trust this guy.
But no,
because he
but-
likes every movie.
I could see that, but that also means if there is a day that I'm like, I don't like this movie.
Favorite.
Yeah, hey, if I don't like a movie, though, it makes it even more like, oh, whoa, that's really bad.
So there's two scales on it. It's
But,
either
okay,
the greatest
it's
of all
worst
time
of all
or it's
time.
But
stinks.
to be fair with the alien thing, I haven't seen a lot of alien movies. Like, they started naming, like, all-time alien movies.
All time, dude.
Never seen them.
Independence Day?
I
Dude,
haven't
like,
seen.
that's one. I
E.T.?
told him.
I've seen E.T., but E.T. for
E.T.
its time
sucks.
was good. But if you could put E.T.
compared
to that movie,
We could throw
that
Men in
movie's
Black in there,
better
right?
based
Yeah,
off
Men
of
in Black
Men
for
in Black,
sure.
another
Men,
one.
yeah, Men in Black.
I don't want
is
to give
fantastic.
spoilers out, but like just the way they presented that alien movie, it was like essentially what I'm going to say, I don't want to spoil it, but it's essentially like if in today's world in 2026, if aliens were to become like real and they were going to announce, hey, there's aliens on a massive deal, it was like perfect. Like Steven Spielberg did a perfect job of being like, this is what it would be like.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm like, it was so realistic. I was like, oh my goodness. Like I was in the movie, I was sitting up like jaw dropped, like, oh my gosh. Like I was on the edge of my seat, literally.
If I'm a director, I as soon as we put a movie out, we're doing early premiere. I want Booner to watch
I want Booner
it.
to see it. And shout
Because
out.
I know it's an instant classic.
The
If
early-
Booner watches
early
my
premiere.
movie.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Any director's like, I want
Well,
that guy to watch it because it's an instant classic.
Rumor is me and Spinner on the list for early premieres going forward. So I'm gonna
You're gonna
boost
love
every
everything.
movie up.
Yeah, I trust.
So,
Shout out Dante 151 in the chat with the 199. He says Predator Badlands is better than Disclosure Day. I've never seen Predator Badlands.
Can we throw just Alien in there too? Like Alien, that
I'm
franchise?
seeing John F. and Lord said Mars Attack is number one.
listen, hey, if you guys have alien movies, send them in my DMs on X, and I'll start to get
You know
to
what's
them.
funny?
Independence Day is this weekend for me, so I'm getting in the flow of things.
Caleb, we were in the back, and we were talking about Disclosure Day, which, by the way, go see. It's a great film.
Ooh, District 9. That was a good one. That was back in 09. I think that was 2009. That had some of the best CGI I've ever seen. That was like on the same level as like
2009 too.
yeah, that was on the same level as like Transformers. Remember seeing Transformers in 2008 and like the
Oh, it's
first time
ridiculous.
you see Optimus Prime like do Transformers, does that count as an alien movie? 'Cause
I don't know.
technically
That's
they're
like a
from-
There
robot.
is some
They're from
extraterrestrial-
Cybertron.
That's a
Yeah,
great
there.
question.
I guess those.
Well,
are
I was explaining to Booner. I'm like, do you know what Independence Day and E.T. grossed? And he
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
no. And I was like, close to $1 billion.
Watch this. This is gonna do like 800 million in the first month.
Dude, that's like, okay, then that's an all-time film.
It's going to
Like
be.
not arguably greatest
I
film.
can't wait for people in the chat to go see it, and they're gonna be like,
$1 billion.
Booner, you were right. This was
Like
incredible.
Obsession did 200 million, and that's like, that's absurd.
By the way, I just want to throw this out there. Big Play Jay said, I don't know if hashtag Booner Nation will accept Caleb's apology. I didn't say it. Booner Nation, I guess, is.
And I that's again hand up. I understand it. It was they were words I didn't want to say, and I hope my apology's accepted. But yeah, I feel bad.
And then Trippy Gypsy said, I'd love to see how Booner and Caleb handle Adam. Need a guest appearance. If you want to see me handling Adam, I used to do the pregame shows with him, so we used to go at it a lot with Jeff.
Yeah.
I'd be in the Maz chair. It would just be us three.
Hey, did you guys ever see a
Go watch the pay-per-view.
with I think Daniel Kaluuya, and it was directed by Jordan Peele?
No. Oh, yes,
Yeah,
I did.
that one. Remember like the first scene, like Gordy the monkey?
Yeah.
My friends like nicknamed me that for like the next 5 months.
Hey, Dante gave $2, said Predator Badlands is better than Disclosure Day. Have you seen Disclosure Day yet, Dante? I don't think he has. It came out today. Maybe he has. Maybe I don't know.
Let's before we go to break though, I did want to throw this out there, and I'll get a feel for the chat and you guys. Like, Tigers ripped off another series. I mean, what are we?
Do you remember my
Do you
goal?
smell it in the air? Are they back?
My goal, Caleb, I know you remember what I said. I said going into these next two series, if they win these next two series, they're back. And they've won one of them. There's one down, just one more to go. And then, if you want to even go further, they play Houston, but then the next series is the White Sox. If they win that
Well,
series,
don't they have a St. Louis series coming up too?
no, I think it's today the Guardians this weekend, and then I think it's Houston, and then I think it's White Sox.
Their last 10 games are playing 700 ball. That's what they're doing.
That's the order of the series, I believe. And if they win these, if they start winning these series, especially in division, Uh-oh, watch out. And I want an apology from every one of you. Maybe not, Gordo, I don't know where you were at a week ago, but KG and Caleb, they both were like, Booner, there's no way, you're crazy. But I want a apology
Booner,
if they win these series.
To be fair, it's going to take a little bit more than 2 series wins.
It will, but it's a step. It's a step at a time. It's a whole season.
There's still 6 teams ahead of us. We're
For sure.
11 games back. Like,
16.
there's a lot.
But again, this is Gordo. This is the Booner path of the Tigers getting back. It's a step-by-step thing. The
No,
first step
1000%.
is to win these series.
Well, I think the first step was regathering the Avengers. You Casey Mize, you Tarik
And they're back.
Skubal, your Glaber Torres. All these guys are coming back at the right time.
They're
Avengers.
back. That's why. Hey, this thing. Hey, you guys could all give up on the Tigers. I'm not doing it. I was never raised to just to give up. I almost said to bend over, but I was never raised just to roll over.
Yeah.
I was never raised just to roll over and give up.
Yeah.
Now, if everyone else wants to, Tigers fans, go ahead. Sean this morning was not happy. He said, "I don't want to hear it." Well, Sean, you're hearing it from me. Tigers are back.
That's fair.
And when they're 500 in a month or two, you guys are going to be looking at it and be like, oh, Boone was right.
Patrick in the chat says crunchy time. Neil, that's what Neil calls our show, crunchy
Yeah,
time.
he keeps saying us with the crunchy time. I don't know if that's good or disrespectful.
Chuck Brewer says, Jeff, the Tigers are back to being mid.
They're good.
Okay, but
They're back to being good.
But Booner, let's
Here
say
we
we
go.
go into the next series and we sweep, we're still 8 games below 500.
Yeah.
Like, we need to basically do an inverse of what
that's
we
fine,
did
but
in
again-
May. We need to go 22-6 in June.
We
Can
need to
I
do
ask
what the
someone
Guardians
something real
did.
quick? What month are we in right now?
We are in June.
We're Pride Month.
Pride Month.
What month? June, right?
Yes.
It's
Technically
Pride Month.
yeah.
How many more months are left of the season?
We got
July,
like 3 more.
August, September.
You have over half of the
3.
season. Like, you're fine.
Wait, here's
You
the
had
thing.
one bad month and
Here's
everyone
the
just
thing.
rolls
Booner,
over.
hold
It
on
was
a second.
historically
Hold on.
bad
Here's the thing.
It was,
Booner,
for
that
sure.
trade deadline is going to dictate how the rest of your season goes. So right now, our timetable is pushed way up.
Well, it's pushed up
when
to
it comes
August
to
3rd at the trade deadline, whatever I believe is the date. So if you can get within, let's say, 5 games of 500 by August 3rd, you're probably going to be like, okay, let's go for this thing. The only person you're selling, again, I keep saying it, is Skubal. That's it.
Yeah.
Just to get pieces.
Okay, so you have a month and a half.
And
so you have
That's why
five
winning these
weeks?
series is so important.
All right.
And
we'll
then,
see.
and then the trade deadline comes and, well, we're close.
Yeah, see,
keep
that's the thing.
Skubal.
The Tigers,
We're close.
The Detroit Tigers cannot afford to, pussyfoot around this. You have to take one route or the other.
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
you
don't
guys,
know.
you guys are right.
Can't,
You guys
and
are right.
This is what I was trying to. Booner, this is when me and you love you, by the way. Again, this is when me and you got in the screaming match. What I'm tired of, Gordo, and what Scott Harris has done, exactly what you just said. You either have to sell or you buy.
Yeah.
You can't pick one. You can't be in between. Like that Flaherty trade deadline when they traded away Flaherty. They did that like tweener thing. Didn't like it. Last year, you were supposed to be buyers, but you were kind of like in between, afraid to get rid of your prospects. Yeah, you get Kyle Finnegan, but then you bring in fucking Charlie Morton.
You went
who
to
can barely
Goodwill.
throw a
Yeah, you went
baseball.
to the Goodwill bin.
Yeah, you got to pick a side. You have to.
I disagree. I don't think you have to. And they won't pick a side probably. Steve Baby said, "Oh no." Joe Harry said, "Hey Boone, have you ever watched this team?" Okay. Actually, yeah, Joe. Fun facts: I did watch this team yesterday, and they had 6 home runs.
That was
Joe.
a fun game.
They had 6 home runs.
Shout out
Don't
Cole
let
Keith.
them get hot.
6.
Shout out Cole Keith.
I was sitting in the office back there, and I just kept hearing Gordo go, "Another one! Oh my gosh!"
To be fair,
Another one!
There was a position player on the mound for
Hey,
like 2 of those.
Okay, so 4. They had 4.
They all count
No,
the same.
yeah. Yesterday was fantastic, but here's the thing: if
And-
Scott Harris sits on his ass again and does nothing in this trade deadline, if he doesn't make a decision on Skubal, he has to be fired.
Oh, I agree.
He-
Well, I
at
said if
1000% he has
Skubal's
to be
not
fired.
moved, it's over.
Yeah.
It's done for him. But Skubal has to be moved, whether you're good or bad, just because you can just get pieces and keep building. Because you're going to lose him. Like it's a
I
it's
think
a lose.
if you
Unless
buy, you're keeping him.
The only
because
thing,
if
though-
you buy, then that means you're trying to be a World Series contender, and without Skubal, you are not a World Series contender.
the only way that you wouldn't move Skubal is if you have a contract set in place. That's it. If you don't have a contract set in place, you move him. That's it. There should be no question.
I would doubt with how this front office has handled
Then
this
you fire him.
arbitration and all this, this whole situation.
Let's go to break, and I'll talk to Tigers fans about this because the ad read I got is very relevant to what Tigers fans are going through. You got to talk to somebody, PR Psychiatry, and they'll help you with that. Because we talk about sports, we got to deal with the Tigers who stink. Well, Pure Psychiatry is there for you. And at Woodward Sports, you're never alone, and neither is your mental health journey. Pure Psychiatry provides personalized psychiatric care designed specifically for you. It's not some cookie-cutter plan. You know, it's different for everybody based on who you are, and that's how it should be. 16 locations in Michigan, 2 in Ohio. They make getting help accessible and comfortable. Visit the website, PurePsychMI.com.
Detroit has the best sports fans in the world. That's why they deserve the best sports coverage in the world. We are the Woodward Sports Network.
Some days call for light, others lean bold. What about everything in between? All Day IPA, the easy choice for every day. Citrusy, crisp, refreshing. Flavor you can float with. Light on the hops, big on refreshment. One's great. 2, even better. Brewed with you in mind. No shortcuts, no fuss. Big on flavor, never too much. All Day IPA. Hop into easy.
You know how some things are so good they should be world famous, but they're not? Our house-made vinaigrette is one of those things. And the antipasta salad, we drizzle it over. Same with our hand-battered chicken tenders. Original recipe soups and pasta sauces. It's almost as if our original, world-famous Detroit-style pizza is mocking them. And that's not very nice.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
Buddy's Pizza. They've been celebrating 80 years of the original Detroit-style pizza, and they are grateful to be your hometown favorite. Follow their social channels and join their rewards program to see what they have planned throughout 2026, and they cater. Their menu is packed with fan favorites, including their award-winning pizza, signature salads, home-style pastas, and more. Save 20% on your next catering order of $200 or more when you order with promo code Woodward20. Visit buddyspizza.com/catering to view their complete menu and place your order today.
We're back. It's crunch time here on Woodward Sports. We have a super chat from our friend, Michael Weary. He says, at Cleveland, at Houston versus Chicago.
Big series.
Those are big.
Those
The
are,
Houston one, obviously, you want to win that, but I think the
important
divisional ones, those are like.
I mean, this Cleveland one coming up, you have Skubal Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
So you're putting yourself in a pretty good position.
You can win those 2 games, and then you end up whatever happens in Houston. But if you can end up somehow winning that series in Chicago, I don't want the division. I'm not going to sit here and say the division, but you are setting yourself up to get a little closer in that division.
Well, can we do this real quick? Can we push the Booner path back a little bit? Can we say what happens in these next 3 series? Because again, if we sweep the Guardians somehow,
hold on.
we're still 8 games.
I did just say that. Do you not listen to what I said? I said we can do those the Twins and the Guardians, and then I said I already said I'm extending it all the way to the White Sox series.
Okay, perfect. And then we got another one.
This guy says this guy comes at me and says, "This is Booner."
Gosh,
listen
I'm
to
in
me.
a hole right now. I got to dig my way out.
You got to
of
lock
it.
in, man.
Freddie Felt, shout out for 199. He says, Booner, where are we eating lunch after the show?
I'm not sure yet, Freddie. We can figure something out. Maybe some buddies. I don't know. Some buddies.
Black
a nice
Rock?
salad. Maybe Black Rock.
Oh, let's get to some Detroit Lions. We got OTAs and just the takeaways from week 3 of OTAs. And, OTAs it's an interesting time of the year because nothing's happening, but we feel like everything's happening because it's OTAs and we're starving for Lions news. But over the last couple of weeks, we've covered it all. We've had the doc on. We've had Colton on. We got to talk to Justin early in the process. Shout out Justin Rogers. So we've gotten great coverage here on Woodward Sports. But some things that you're either maybe looking to see more of or things that you have seen that you have thoughts on. I think there are takeaways definitely in OTAs. I know it's hard because they don't have necessarily like pads on or anything like that. But I will say this. Things I want more of and maybe things I didn't get to see a lot of, or at least reporting-wise. Not that it's the media's fault, but maybe the Lions, it hasn't been really popping up that way because they don't have pads on. I need to see and hear more about the nickel and who's playing nickel, but also on top of that, who's the nickel position battle with Keith Abney II. I like more Keith Abney coverage. Okay, selfishly.
I knew you were going to say that. I
need to see more Keith Abney. By the way, and I'll say this, Ennis Rakestraw, all due respect, you got a question at the podium, okay? And that's the right question, but it's as a fan, I'm hearing about Ennis Rakestraw, and yeah, it's good information. You get to see where he's at. But then I'm like, man, Ennis Rakestraw, Caleb, that's your guy, who has not been healthy and really contributed at all. we got information on him, but we don't got information on Keith Abney.
No one's really asked about Keith Abney.
Yeah.
Honestly, there hasn't been a question about him, which there probably should have been. But
And you only get so many questions.
they have been
They only
saying,
get so many.
if you watch DJ Reed spoke on it yesterday, you've seen a couple guys speak on it already. Roger McCreary's been the one in the nickel and getting those snaps. And they said that he's been learning.
I did hear that.
I think it was DJ Reed mentioned yesterday in the press conference that he had that Roger McCreary has been taking majority of those snaps because he said we put so much pressure on our nickel in this defense when he's on the field. And he said Roger's just continuously learning it and getting better at it. So right now I would have to say, if we're talking about nickel position, Jeff, I think Roger probably has the edge in winning that position. Now, would you like Keith Abney to get to that spot? Probably. But again, expectation-wise, he is a rookie. So it's hard to put him in that spot and say right away. I know you have your take that you think he's going to be the starting nickel at some point this year. But it's like, hey, let's just work him in. Like,
Yeah,
what
it's
is he,
early.
a fifth-round pick still? So he's still a guy that's getting into things. I do think – I'm going to just play off of that real quick because the one thing that I wrote down about OTAs that I don't think people are talking about enough that I think is actually a pretty big deal is I think that people are underrating the safety depth. Christian Izien, Roger McCreary, Chuck Clark. DJ Reed spoke about it yesterday, and that's like the third time I think in the last couple of weeks that I've heard people bring up those guys' names and like the signings of those veterans. And I think everyone's just so locked in on what's going on with Kirby, what's going on with Brian, and they're not even like really grasping like, hey, wait a second, we actually have really good safety depth all of a
Dan
sudden.
Jackson.
Dan Jackson, okay.
Well, I mean,
but like
That's
Thomas Harper. Thomas Harper last year was your first guy up. Now he's your fourth guy up.
Booner,
and it's like they went out there and got safeties, like legit dudes.
The Legion of Whom is evolving.
It's on a different
growing.
level now. It's not even. I don't even know if you can like. It's like not even the Legion of Whom anymore because these are like vets that everyone has seen playing for the last 5 to 6 years.
Yeah, but I'm
like
not
Chuck
gonna lie.
Clark's in his 10th season.
Almost, except for Chuck Clark. Like I had to look up who Christian Izien was. I guess I'm a lesser ball knower.
a lot of people.
But
had,
you know
had
what
to
I
do
mean?
that.
Like
that's
like half of these guys. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know who they were.
Yeah.
So I think the Legion of Whom it still definitely is applicable.
yeah.
It's just it's an upgrade. Like these, like the Legion of Whom
sure.
were
Well, that's what I'm
guys on
saying, it's
practice
evolving.
squads.
Yeah.
Like and shout out Nick Whiteside from Saginaw. Like
Shout out.
guys that just like, hey, I'm trying to get in the league. At least your Legion of Whom now is guys who has, 4 or 5 years of experience and have
Milwaukee
started
from
games
Sag
in the
too.
NFL and have been good. Like Christian Izien, he started for the Bucks for 3 years, and you've played against him, and he's played against Jared Goff. So I think people are underrating what those 3 guys are going to do.
Yeah. The safety depth is interesting. I want to know who starts in place of Brian Branch because we talked about this too. With Kirby, we'll see because they're kind of confused with what's going on with him. But they got a lot of guys in there. And to Gordo's point, I like the depth they have. It's like it's not as bad as what we brought up with the Vikings where you have like Kyler Murray and JJ and you're like, well, they're both bad, so you really have no quarterback. It's not like that with the safety depth. There's some guys that could be contributors, but they're all, in my opinion, around the same caliber. Maybe you'd prefer one or the other, but I don't think like if you see a list with Christian Izien, okay, Chuck Clark, Avonte Maddox, Thomas Harper, like to me, I'm just closing my eyes, picking one out the bucket, and you're starting. I mean, at this point, I think they're all probably around the same type of player. Maybe there's people that are high on other players than others, but I'm curious to see who kind of gets that job.
I think one of those
it's
guys
still wide
is
open,
gonna
to be
absolutely
honest.
surprise
Chuck's the vet.
Lions fans.
He's the vet, but I'm curious to see how that kind of goes, to be honest with you. But yeah, I think there's Lucas Klotz just said in there, Chuck Clark doesn't get enough talk. Here we go.
He actually doesn't.
Are we doing this, guys?
I'm telling you, these 3.
Are we doing this?
I want it on record. Those 3 players that they've signed for the secondary, let's just keep tabs on them all season. I bet you 2 out of the 3 of those guys ends up being starters for a majority of the year and actually give you really good snaps, like very good. And everyone's it's gonna be like the Amik Robertson. Remember Amik came in and people were like, oh, he didn't really play. Like he played in Vegas, but he wasn't like a starter where you can really rely on, and he comes here and he becomes your starting nickel. In year 1, people loved him.
Yeah.
He struggled last year, but people loved him. That's
Locks
going to be
down
these guys.
Jettas, has that speech, you can't bury what already come from the dirt. Like,
and that's what, like two of these 3 guys, they're going to turn into like an Amik Robertson on this defense. They will.
I could see that
Give up
from
the most
Izien.
yards in football last year.
I'm not talking about last year. I said year 1. Year 1 of me. Year 1 of me. Year 1 of me.
Shout out to Meek, but that was bad, bro.
Yeah.
He was bad.
I'm talking about
last
year 1. Year 1.
Year 1, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
when it comes to not playing guys that he played against in elementary school, Amik Robertson, not the greatest.
Yeah, that's actually fair. If it was Justin Jefferson every week,
Oh, he would clamps.
Which
Yeah.
is crazy to say
You know-
because Justin Jefferson's the best wide receiver in football. But somehow when he played him, he clamped him up. It
Sometimes
was
you get those
insane.
weird matchups. A guy gets in your head, or for
Yeah.
some reason, he's just like, hey, I've personally, like, I've been through that before where, you like play a game against a guy and the first time he comes out and hits you, you get absolutely smoked. And then, naturally you're just a little bit like weaker
you-
going
you
It's
into
like
Think
Stanley
it's
Johnson
the
being the
whole thing.
LeBron stopper.
Yeah. Like, who the hell is this guy? But he's still coming in, and
Oh, Booner. What
Booner
are we doing?
is shooting Caleb a look that could kill.
What were LeBron stats for Stanley Johnson? I would like you to go get those.
What a time, by the
I
way.
just can't even.
What a time to be alive for the Stanley
Sadiq Bey
Johnson.
versus all of the Celtics.
Michael Weary just donated $2. Said, "Would you trade Sam Laporta for New England Patriots Christian Gonzalez?" Yes.
yes.
I mean, that's not
Obviously.
fair.
You
Michael
would have
Weary-
to give up a way more for a Christian.
Michael-
Christian Gonzalez is a top 3 corner in the
Throw
league.
Amon-Ra St. Brown in that trade package, and maybe New England
Oh,
would
I thought
consider.
I wouldn't do that. I
Would
wouldn't
consider.
give up
No, but to Gordo's point, like Michael
J-Mo
Weary,
and Laporta.
Michael Weary,
Nah.
I love it. If I would take that trade in a heartbeat for Gonzalez, it's probably gonna have to be like one of your better players.
Well, you might have to give up Laporta in like 2 first.
3.
They would,
he's
they would want to haul.
He's probably
Is he the
Gonzalez-
best player at his position?
Him or
he's-
Surtain?
he's up there,
Surtain,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, dude, it's close between those
so
two.
he's a top 2 corner in the NFL. Witherspoon's up there, but outside corner, he's that guy. So, and he's what, 25, 26? Yeah, no, I'm with you, Michael. I'm with you.
I would love
Okay.
Christian Gonzalez.
Okay, like Lucas, J-Mo in a first for. Oh, here we go with the trade stuff. People hate this stuff.
Oh god.
They're not even doing that though, Klotzy. They're not doing
Yeah.
J-Mo in a first.
They
for
wouldn't do
Gonzalez.
You want to know what's crazy though with this whole conversation? They would never trade Christian Gonzalez in the first
They'd be
ever.
idiots, yeah.
You could offer them 5 first, and they'd be like, "No, we're trying to win a Super Bowl."
That's
right
why
now."
the TA stuff is so important, because if you have a number 1 corner of I'm not even trying to say be Christian Gonzalez, but if you could just be let's just say a good number 1 corner, not like a great, there's so much value. Teams aren't just getting
Yeah.
rid of those guys, man.
Dude, the Patriots would trade Vrabel before they trade
Oh, yeah.
Gonzalez.
No question. Yeah, Gonzalez is one of those dudes. And Lucas said, I'd still sell the house for Denzel Ward. I don't think the
Not
Browns-
available though.
But
Yeah.
I'm with you though, Lucas. I'm with you though.
I think
that
see that
dude.
I'm with you,
those
though.
are the things where it's like if we're gonna have trade talks, the only thing that like to me I don't want to entertain it unless that player is available. Like the Max Crosby thing, people were like Booner enough, like we've heard enough of it, but he's available. He literally just got traded and got canceled. They would trade him. It's not like there's gonna be no like Denzel Ward. I'm pretty sure the Browns it got reported that they are not going to get rid of Denzel Ward.
Yeah.
So you're in a spot where it's like, yeah, it's a pipe dream. It'll never happen.
Let's head to break. When we come back, we'll get into I think a interesting conversation we need to have. The rookie class, best and worst case for each player in the rookie class, and how do we want it to look? Best case, worst case. But before we do that, I got to tell you about our friends over at Yaldo Eye Center, because it's important, okay? You need your eyes. And for me, I've done the glasses thing, okay? I've done the contact thing. Hate contacts, okay? I'm dealing with glasses. So LASIK is something that I should definitely consider, and you should as well. And Yaldo Eye Center is the perfect spot. 30 years of experience, 100,000 procedures. They are the trusted experts. The LASIK surgery they provide is completely painless, takes 8 minutes, and the recovery is so fast, most patients are seeing 20/20 the very next day. Take advantage of their summer promotion, just $1,699 per eye, regardless of your prescription. Wake up with clear vision. Book your consultation with Yaldo Eye Center today at yaldoeyecenter.com/1699.
The most talked about Detroit media by other Detroit media, and we love it. It's the Woodward Sports Network. Dan Campbell is in redemption mode.
No, make no mistake. It's not revenge he's after. It's a reckoning.
And Woodward Sports is here to cheer on the Detroit Lions every snap. Don't miss a moment of Detroit Lions coverage. Follow Woodward Sports on all social media platforms now.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Let me tell you about our friends over at Water Hazard, but from Founders. We're excited to add them. And by the way, I talk about it all the time. This is one of the most, I love vodka cocktails. This is a different category, okay? It's like the Tarik Skubal of vodka cocktails. And they only get, it's 5% ABV. That's delicious, absolutely delicious. You can get it on the course. You can really drink it anywhere, regardless of if it's Water Hazard. You can have it anywhere. We used to drink them during the Pistons games, and they were delicious. So next time you're out, get in the drink with Water Hazard, and please drink responsibly.
I wish we would have recorded your guys' faces the first time you tried those.
Oh, they were so good.
Yeah, it was.
We might have been live on a stream.
I think it was the Pistons.
So we might be able to go back and get them. They were incredible.
Hoof-Hearted says top 5 aliens: 5 the Predator, 4 Martians, 3 Alien from Nope, 2 alien face buggers, and 1 Jeffrey Epstein.
Caleb loved that one.
Oh, that's a good one.
Should Wemby be on this list?
I was going to say.
Not
Top
after getting down 3-1 to the. If he comes back, then yeah. But right now, no.
I guess that
He
was
just
going on
deserves
right
eggs
now.
on his head.
Yeah, he's gotten hit with a couple too.
Yeah, that's that's absolutely diabolical. J24340 in the chat says Laporta when healthy is at least a first himself, maybe 2.
No.
Tight ends aren't going for that, man. I'm telling you, tight ends. I mean, unless it's like Brock Bowers, maybe that would be a first. But like tight ends aren't getting dealt for first like that. They just aren't. It may be they just aren't. I mean, Trey McBride. You put in that equation.
I don't even know if.
But like, it's just a different position. You're just not. They're not going for first.
The value of a tight end position. I mean, you can go get one in the draft that's going to get you. I mean, even right now in today's NFL,
it's a luxury position.
It is. But you could find a tight end in the draft in the second, third round that's going to get you production.
Yeah.
And like good production.
Yeah. Even if Laporta's really good. That's just how it works. Let's talk about some of these rookies. So we got best and worst case for each player in the 2026 Lions draft class. So we'll start with Blake Miller. I talked about him yesterday, and I still stand on what I said about the be patient thing. I think people just needed to hear it. It might sound like a take that just, obviously. But no, people really need to hear that because once we get in the season, I'm not playing therapist, okay? I'm not playing pure psychiatry with you guys. I'm just not. We got to be patient with Blake Miller. So for me, the best case, though, now that we got the realistic stuff out the way, best case for him is he looks closer to Taylor Decker than Taylor Decker did himself last year. Like he looks like basically the steady right tackle that Taylor Decker was supposed to be last year. Because that's kind of the low floor for him is can you be better than Taylor Decker was last year?
Yeah, I guess so.
Which
it's hard,
to me I'm happy with.
Best case scenario for any NFL player obviously is all pro, but it's hard to put that or even Pro Bowl on a rookie offensive tackle. I had best case scenario as a top 30 tackle in the NFL next year. And I think that's fair. Like Taylor Decker at his best, he was a top 30 offensive tackle. Maybe you could argue top 20. So I would say like for a guy like Blake Miller, who and I think the context to it is this year when you looked at tackles in the draft, the biggest thing was we talk about it all the time with him was the floor. His floor was the highest out of all the tackles in this draft class. So if you're looking at the floor, it's like, hey, you should come in instantly and be able to go a little bit. So I would say top 30 is best case. Worst case? Ready for the worst case? Worst case is Larry Borum starting for you, and he loses his job to Larry Borum. That's worst case scenario. For your 17th overall pick that had the highest floor in the draft, that's worst case.
Yeah, I would say that's definitely the worst case. I'll go different than you. If he starts and doesn't lose his job and he stays the starting right tackle for you, the worst case, not that I would be out on him because this player people aren't out on yet. But worst case would probably be Will Campbell, his rookie year. Gave up 11 sacks.
Yeah,
bro.
but I think
he was bad.
The Will Campbell thing, I think people he took a hard hit throughout the playoffs, and a lot of those sacks I think came within the playoffs. And
Regular season.
Okay, well the playoffs was when people started going at him.
Yes.
He was injured. I think he had like a torn meniscus or something.
Yes.
So that's fair. Like I think Will Campbell. I think you would have to say the worst case is literally the guy that loses his job.
No, I agree with that.
That's
I'm just going if he
bottom of the
starts and he
barrel.
doesn't lose his job, I'll go he just
Okay.
looks like shit.
Yeah.
I'll just say that. Take
Yeah.
the Will Campbell thing.
I think that's
looks
fair.
like shit.
I think that's fair. Yeah.
If that makes it easier to process.
That's exactly what I was going to
Yeah,
say too.
looks like shit.
Took the words right out of your mouth, Caleb.
Exactly, Booner. Thank you. God, I love you so much. But the worst case for him is that he's bad. Is that he loses his job to Larry Borum early in the season. I know we're gonna have. We talked about it yesterday, or might have been the day before. He's good. We're gonna give him that grace period, kind of like we gave Tate Ratledge, like that first 7-8 weeks. We're really gonna see what Blake Miller's all about. But yeah, worst case is if that he's unreliable there at right tackle. And best case, Booner, I think you're right. I think it's Taylor Decker. I think that's the floor, top 30 tackle. Or not the floor. That's best case for him, because I don't see him coming in being an absolute stud at the right tackle. But if he
Yeah.
could just be what Taylor Decker was, I think that's a win for the Detroit
If
Lions.
he's just a top 30 tackle in the league, if he can do that this year, that's best case scenario. That's like a dream for a rookie. That's what you're happy with that. And I think like Tate Ratledge this year. I know he's not a rookie, so expectations. But Tate, he's a top 30 guard in this league right now. And I think coming off his rookie year, that's not crazy to say. So I think the expectation for your 17th overall pick after what happened when with your second round pick in Tate Ratledge, I think that's fair.
What do you think, Gordo? Blake Miller. Best case, worst case for you.
Yeah, I mean, best case scenario, we don't really notice him. I think
That's a good way to say it.
Best case scenario, we're not talking a whole lot about Blake Miller other than when we give our cursory overview of the whole offensive line. I think there's gonna be an adjustment period for him, no doubt, especially being on the right side. You got some bigger shoes to fill. So yeah, it kind of like how we saw from Tate Ratledge, where it took him 2-3 weeks. Like, he looked rough in that Green Bay game, but after gelling with the rest of those guys, he kind of figured it out. I think that's probably what's going to happen. Worst case scenario. And yeah, we are talking about going out and grabbing a new right tackle at free agency.
Yeah, that's
man, that would be hard.
Yeah, if Larry Borum starts for you, that's a disaster.
That'd
Let's
be
get to Derek Moore. Derek Moore, best case, worst case.
Best case? Are you ready? What do you have? Because I actually put some stats down.
Go ahead.
If he gets best case scenario, if this guy gets 7+ sacks, does what AQM did last year. That's like best case. And then if you want to layer this thing, if he also turns into a 3-down guy and he's able to stop the run at this level, we talked to Braylon. Braylon believes that he's going to be a guy that could play 3 downs. He could stop the run. He thinks he can be on that level. That's best case scenario for a guy like that, a second round pick. If he can go out there and get you 7 to 10 sacks, best case, again, this isn't what I think he's going to do. It's like, hey, in my dream as a second round rookie edge rusher, if he can do that for you and then also find a way to stop the run and he's elite at that, then that's you found your other guy across from Hutch. And that's all you've been looking for. So best case scenario, Brad Holmes finally found the edge mate with Aiden Hutchinson, and he can stop the run, he can get you 7 to 10 sacks, and now you're living. We don't have to have that conversation about going to get Max Crosby anymore.
Yeah, I would agree. I'll go the Preston Smith route like I did when we talked about it. Second round pick guy. He was kind of a hybrid edge, outside linebacker, whatever you want. But Preston Smith had 8 sacks his rookie year, 4 forced fumbles. He was the high side of second round edges that produced. If you can give me something like that, that's best case for me. I'm cool with that. I'm not expecting double digit, but 8 sacks, 7-8 sacks, best case for me, no question. What about you, Caleb?
That's kind of what it is too. And Booner, I think again, I'll love you a lot. But the three down defensive lineman thing is huge for me. If he's gonna be able to stop the run on those early downs, then get to the quarterback on third down, that's the ceiling for me this year. And yeah, 7-8 sacks would be great, but I just want to see him be a real contributor to this defense and I not have to use that rotation with the Wanham and these guys as much as we might anticipate. I want to see more out there later in the season on all three downs next to Hutch. But worst case scenario for me is he's a nothing. It's kind of the same as Blake Miller, like Gordo said. Like, if we don't hear anything about Derek Moore, like that's
the opposite for him.
Yeah.
Do you want to know what I wrote down actually for worst case for him? If Peyton Turner's taking snaps.
Yeah.
That's worst case. Honestly, if Peyton Turner somehow gets going here and they're he's taking snaps from Derek Moore, that means Derek Moore is not performing in practice. That means he's struggling a little bit because Derek Moore at his best, it should be, he should be beating up.
Yeah, and that's for anybody. Ahmed anybody but Derek Moore. I'll say. Yeah. Ahmed Hassan's taking snaps over him. It's not good. Shout out to Ahmed though, but he should be this.
I saw a picture of Ahmed. They posted a picture. He looks jacked, dude. And I don't want to just be like a guy's going to be good based off his pictures in OTAs.
Just do it, Booner.
But oh my,
you want to do it?
Dude.
Just do it.
He might be the greatest edge of all
Yeah,
time. There we go.
Little Booner path, 5 sacks. I'm
Yeah.
Hassanin.
Oh, if he gets 5,
Call it
Pro
now.
Bowler.
Real.
Call it now.
What about you, Gordo? What do you think? Best and worst case?
Yeah,
for
for
Derek
Derek Moore, really, I'm looking at some numbers spread more evenly down the stat sheet. I have seen him drop back into coverage and, you know, defend that tight end, defend that wide receiver in the flats. So I want to see him utilized to his full potential, because I think if you get him going with, you know, multiple different, you know, whether he's going defending the flat, whether he is, you know, lining up, you know, 3-point stance, you know, tight, or if he's, you know, 2-point stance, you know, off of a wide 9, you know, I want to see him worked into a lot of different areas to just see what we have in him. I think he's a super versatile player.
Yeah.
And I think it would be a shame if this coaching staff didn't use him to that ability. And I think it also plays a little bit into our, you know, discussions about changing the scheme a little bit and not just always running base. Like, if you run a 3-front, you know, you can with a Derek Moore. He can give you a lot of different.
He's rushing the passer a lot.
Yeah.
He's definitely got more. I mean, Braylon was saying that he's got more upside defending the run for sure.
That's the thing. I'm so interested, because in the, you know, the college and NFL, it's such a different level. You know, the tackles are bigger. You know, running backs are better. Everything. The
Game's faster.
Schemes are better. Game's faster. It's such a different level. But if he can adjust to that and he's able to still defend, like, I think that's going to be like his biggest thing going into this year, is if he could somehow defend the run at a high level, he's going to get so many more snaps. And that's why, like, DJ Wanham, that's why they got him, because he defends the run very well.
For sure.
And he can get to the quarterback, but it's more so like, hey, he's a 3-down guy. So if Derek turns into that, and even his rookie year, that's a massive win for the Lions.
I really hope that he isn't confined to like a James Houston type role,
or
where he comes in.
AQM. Like, that'd be
Yeah,
tough.
well, AQM was like a little, not really. 'Cause
They
the
had to take
teams,
AQM off the field.
Yeah,
'cause he couldn't
teams
defend
ran
the
right
run.
at him. Yeah, true.
Every time that he was on the field, they're like, run the ball at AQM.
Lance in the chat, he says, this Moore pick was a steal and is going to be great. Love the pick. Now put the sack total on it. Want wins and defense that can stop. I'm with you. Aaron Green says, best case, he leads the team in tackles for loss. Worst case, he's on special teams. Good way to put it.
Whoa.
Yeah, if he's just on special teams. Lance says 8 sacks is pretty high expectation from a guy that everyone's saying we reached for. Yeah, by the way, 8 sacks is not the expectation. We've already dove through this. My expectation is like 4 sacks. 4 sacks.
Yeah, I think 4 or 5 is like that's
He's
fair.
a second round edge. We should. That's
Yeah.
another thing. Like, we got to chill on. We're doing best case, worst case, but the realistic expectation, 4 sacks. I'll be happy with Derek Moore. He's a rookie. He's going to take some. He's not going to be. Neil jokes about he's the help. Yeah, but he's not going to be what.
You can't expect a rookie.
Yeah, not in the second
the
round.
help.
Not in the second round. If he was like a top 10 pick at edge, we'd have a different conversation. But
Yeah.
he's a second round guy. Let's go to break. We come back. We'll talk some Keith Abney expectations. as
Jimmy
well.
Rolder,
Jimmy
too. Come on, man. Don't leave that man out.
But before we do, we got to hear about our friends from Loom, Gordo.
Yeah, let me tell you guys about Loom. Man, that's how I love to start my mornings. Little bit of caffeine, little bit of THC. Listen, summer just got a serious upgrade. Introducing new buzz and energy from Loom. It's the same smooth THC buzz that you love, now paired with a clean boost of caffeine from green tea extract. Made with real fruit juice and no artificial sweeteners, Buzz and Energy is bold in flavor, light in calories, and built for long summer days and even longer nights. Crack a can, catch a buzz, and keep the good vibes going. Now available at all 40 Loom locations across Michigan. Learn more at loom.com.
Thank you to all the fans for making Woodward Sports your #1 online destination for Detroit sports. We promise not to drop the ball.
It shows its face.
Live and direct, I'm back on set action. Create the wave, we cannonball splash 'em. Mic cord swinging, get your head chopped. Point blank, dead stop. 16 bars in a headlock.
Thrive Energy pouches are for the people who actually want to win, not for the crybabies out there who are happy with a participation award. There's 0 sugar, so give Thrive a try.
Finally, life-enhancing LASIK surgery at a price you can afford. Michigan's most experienced eye surgeon, Dr. Yaldo, is offering the most advanced LASIK at just $1,699 per eye, regardless of your prescription. Imagine not just being free from contacts and glasses, but actually seeing better without them. This limited 2026 spring offer is thousands less than others charge. Go to YaldoEyeCenter.com for your free evaluation and save.
Neil Rule and Sean Belizian wake you up every Monday through Friday on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports. That's right, Big D Energy has moved to mornings. Get your morning dose of Neil's tone and Sean's insanity. Weekdays 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Two Detroit sports legends coming together for the best Detroit sports morning show there is. Big D Energy, waking you up weekdays on Detroit's #1 sports network.
Buying a home or refinancing is a massive decision, so you go with the people you trust. It's Supreme Lending. And just like in sports, you always need the best team behind you. Not a good team, the best team. That's why we're proud to welcome Supreme Lending to the Woodward Sports family. Full-service lender. 99% close-on-time rate and a 97% customer satisfaction score. But here's the game changer. When you apply for an eligible loan, you mention the word Woodward and the word sports. And you get up to $500 off your appraisal. To score this deal, call the numbers on your screen. Talk to Chad and Chris at Supreme Lending today. We're back. It's crunch time, Woodward Sports. We got more to get to. Rookie expectations, but more specifically, best and worst case. For all the Detroit Lions rookies, we went through Blake Miller. We went through Derek Moore. We got Jimmy Rolder. We got Keith Abney. Let's start with Jimmy Rolder. Best and worst case for Jimmy Rolder. And to be honest with you, I don't really have a ton of expectations, so these are going to be pretty light, to be honest. Like, best case for Jimmy Rolder is knowing they're going to probably play more nickel. He plays not only a lot of special teams, but you see him out there playing. Like, I don't even want to put a snap count on it because if they're going to play an extra linebacker, it's going to be Malcolm. So if he kind of takes the Malcolm, like if they sub and he's playing on the field at some point, that's a win for me. Like, that's all I'm going to ask out of Jimmy Rolder. Because if they run a lot of two linebackers, it's Derek and Jack, and if they run three, it's Malcolm. So if you can just maybe slot in for Malcolm at times and you're playing a lot of special teams, for me, that's...
Like, for me, best case scenario for a Jimmy Rolder, like best case, it's like looking at players, and it's like this with anyone. It's going to be the same thing with like a Keith Abney. If he's somehow like throughout the season's taking snaps at a level at your will position or whatever it is.
So
like,
he takes Derek Barnes' job, basically.
Not takes his job, but like there's going to be injuries in that linebacker room, right? At least if he's in there competing and he's getting some snaps, like Trevor Nowatzki type thing, like Trevor Nowatzki.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
You had, Derek Barnes, Jack Campbell, and Anzo, but Trevor Nowatzki was still getting snaps here and there because these guys do need breaks. There has to be a rotation, so these guys aren't playing 100% of the snaps. They're going to play 70, 80%. If you're out there and you're like, hey, when there is those, like, best case scenario, like if everything perfectly works out for Jimmy Rolder, when there are kind of hey, we need to get, Derek Barnes a rest real quick. I know there's Rodrigo, but if somehow throughout the 17-game season, if you're seeing Jimmy Rolder on the field on a second down, stopping the run or the first down in or third down in coverage because one of these guys need a break or there's a quick injury or someone goes in concussion protocol, if Jimmy Rolder's out there getting those snaps and getting those opportunities, that's best case scenario for that guy. It really is, because he's only played really one full season of football at a high level with Michigan. And from the sounds of it out of OTAs, he's been impressing coaches and teammates at OTAs. So you're starting to see, hey, there's a positive aspect to this, right? Like, there's a reason why they drafted him. So if throughout this season, man, even if it's the second half of the season, you start seeing more Jimmy Rolder snaps in those moments. Like, if I look at the snap count at the end of the game, you know how we always look at those boys, and it's like Jimmy Rolder, 10 defensive snaps. That's best case. That's like, okay, this guy's working his way into a spot.
I'm glad me and you agree on that, because that's how I see it too. You got to just be able to see the field at some point.
Yeah, because it would be a little disappointing. I know he's not a top, second-round pick, a first-round pick linebacker, but like there's expectations for a Jimmy Rolder a little bit, and you drafted him for a reason to start kind of, you want to develop and get guys in those starting. It's like with Rodrigo. Remember, like Rodrigo was taking those snaps early on, even with Anzo there and Jack there. Rodrigo was starting over Jack Campbell for a little bit and getting snaps, more snaps, I believe, at the start of his career. So it's like you got to be able to like just dip your toes in it a little bit. That's all I ask for Jimmy Rolder. I think that's a good best case scenario.
Yeah, I would say I'm kind of in the same wavelength. Like, I just want to see him be in that rotation somewhat with guys like Malcolm and Derek Barnes. I hear a lot of people saying they want him to be an Alex Anzalone replacement. That's just not going to happen, especially in year one. I don't think Jimmy Roller is nearly the player Alex Anzalone is. But I think I want to see him a lot on special teams. I want to see him out there making plays on special teams. Hopefully, eventually, if things work out, he could be that like germ force, that captain on the special teams. But yeah, my ceiling right now, what I'm hoping for Jimmy Roller is just be in the rotation. Like Booner said, 10 super high expectations for Jimmy Roller in year one.
Yeah, for Jimmy Roller, I think he can actually make an impact on this team and make game, changing plays on special teams. I think Jimmy Roller can be a special teams demon. And that's the nice part about being on special teams as well. Like, you're not out on the field nearly as much. You're still, you're staying fresh. Like, obviously, going out throughout the season, practice, that wears down on you. But overall, he's a guy that should be able to, run around, make athletic plays. I want to see this guy, jumping over the long snapper and trying to, block some field goals. I want to see this guy, coming out of nowhere and laying the kick returner on his ass. So I think sky is the limit for Jimmy Roller on special teams. I don't see him making much of an impact on the, linebacker core, like at least in games, and just in the defense in general, at least this season. Next season, he can grow into that for sure. Like Booner, I would love to see him get reps, maybe when we have the game in hand.
Can I read this? Jesse Adams says, hopefully Jimmy makes the practice squad. That's his best case. Like, Jesse, I know you're a Michigan State fan. That's the dumbest comment I've ever seen since we've been back at Woodward. I mean, Jimmy Roller's not – he's going to make the 53-man roster. Yeah, there's been some bad comments. Maybe that was too over the top, but that was a dumb comment. Like, he's going to make the 53-man roster. He was drafted in the 4th round. He's got a roster spot.
He should.
And, yeah, there's undrafted guys that are fighting for spots on this team. Jimmy Roller will have a spot on this team. He's going to be a special teams guy. Hey, to make the 53-man, you don't have to be a starting linebacker. News to you, Jesse. You don't have to be a starting linebacker. You need to be able to make an impact on special teams. And from the sounds of it out of OTAs, Jimmy Roller's already kind of making an impact within that team. So he's a 4th-round pick, man. He's going to make the roster. I don't even talk about the best case is making the practice squad. Like, let's take the bias of Michigan State aside, dude. Come on.
Trippy Gypsy says, just saying, Jeff, first time I met you was at Cheeseburger, and I prophesized the Lions losing in the NFC Championship. We need to meet up again so I can prophesize the Super Bowl this time. There you go, Trippy Gypsy.
Wow.
It's good seeing you, brother. Let's talk worst case here for Jimmy. I think worst case, he can't play special. He's not good on special teams.
Yeah, he struggles in special teams.
That's his ace. It's ace in the sleeve there. If you can't play special teams, well, then you stink.
Yep.
Worst case scenario.
Simple.
Yeah. Got to get the hell up out of
See
here.
the hell out. Yep.
That's how it goes, man. I think we'd all agree with that. You know what I mean? If you can't play special teams, that's worst
It's
case.
the number one thing on this team. Especially if you're like I said, a 4th-round draft pick, a 5th-round draft pick, you have a spot on the roster. But hey, you have to be able to prove it and continuously do it on special teams.
Yeah.
We've seen guys like Rodrigo. I know he was getting snaps, but remember how good he was on special teams. He was an elite special teams player for you. And the same thing, like Trevor, just so good on special teams, and then he can get you snaps defensively. But special teams, he's out there making plays for you. So it's like I think he can do that. I really do.
Let's get to Keith Abney before we go to break in a couple of minutes. All right, Keith Abney, best case. I think it's very simple. You guys know how I feel.
Yeah, I think everyone has the same. I'm not even going to get into it. I think would you say I'm probably on the same.
Yeah, I think best case is he's your starting nickel. He takes the nickel job, and he's your starting nickel for not only for the rest of the year, but the foreseeable future. And I'm not going to put a week 1 stamp on it. It'd be great, most ideal, but even if it's week 4, 5, 6, Roger McCreary gets injured or something, not rooting for it, but Keith Abney steps in, looks really good, and the job is his, whatever the case is, then yeah, that's best case. He's your starting nickel, and you're paying him pennies, and he's really good, okay? And I think he will be the starting nickel, but that's the best case.
Best case is starting nickel, yeah. There's nothing else to it. If he's starting for you this year, you got to steal on him. They literally, if you go look at like steals in the draft, he was always number 1 on everyone's list.
Yeah.
I guess the worst case for would be he just doesn't contribute all this year. I think he's good enough to at least play something.
Can I actually? I would say this. Worst case, he's only a special teams guy for you this year.
Yeah.
Because I think he should be getting snaps.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, barring injury, which I know he has a little bit of a history with the injuries, but I think Keith Abney, best case scenario, He's Iffy Melifonwu. I love what I see. The physicality. This guy, he tackles the way he gets downhill quick. Yeah. Puts a hat on on the ball, and I think this guy has what it takes to like be a prominent fixture for safe. Listen, I love the safety blitz, like low key, like my favorite play in Madden. I love seeing
you can send
Iffy
Keith Abney's a dog,
Melifonwu,
bro. You can send him off
or
spot.
or Brian Branch just come out of the backfield and smoke the quarterback. So I would love to see Keith Abney being a weapon that can be used all over the field. But I think best case scenario, Iffy Melifonwu 2.0.
Yeah. Do you guys remember like when Brian Branch got there too? Like they were just, you can use him anywhere. Even Brian, I know people like you don't want him outside playing corner, but he could have if you needed him to. That's how I feel about Keith Abney.
Yeah, he's an inside,
He's
probably
Swiss
more
Army
inside,
knife.
but he can play a little outside. Maybe he's a little too small, but he's feisty and he's physical. Like to Gordo's point, he'll hey, he might be 5'10", but is your Meek Robertson. Plays bigger than his size.
This is gonna kill me to say this. It kills me. It hurts my heart. I have to say
and it's Rakestraw. Here we go.
The least, like the floor for Keith Abney for me, not the floor, but worst case scenario, is if he's getting outsnapped by Ennis Rakestraw. That's my worst case scenario for him. Because
you'd be thrilled.
Yeah, I don't know if that's worst case because if Ennis is healthy, he's still talented.
No. I think that is a bad case, but you would be thrilled.
No, a real contributor on this football team. Jeff, like you said, I think he has a real chance to be the starting nickel. I think that position's wide open. Calvin Shepard said he wants to use that position more. And, I mean, Keith Abney, I'm not saying that's his job to lose, but it's wide open, and I think he's probably the favorite right now to be in that position. But, again, Ennis, I love you, man. I would love to call you a friend one day. If we ever want to hang out or something, I'm your number one biggest fan. But if Ennis Rakestraw is getting more snaps than Keith Abney, that's worst case scenario.
For what I said about Ennis yesterday, Jeff made a reel, and Jeff, I think he set me up a little bit.
You said it.
Because I said it, but there was a little context to it. I did say if he was healthy, he should.
And that's in the reel, by the way.
Yeah, so
but
it just the one
it.
part of it is like Ennis Rakestraw is going to be a starter on this defense, and when you hear that clip, it's like, oh no.
You gotta have a hook, Booner.
Yeah, that's a tough hook to have, though.
Gotta have a hook.
I love
Ennis
it.
Rakestraw.
You know what's crazy about that clip? I clipped the front. I clipped the end. It was just Booner speaking. It was just your quote. I didn't even have to move anything around.
Sometimes I get really excited for the Lions. You know what I mean? Like, I get emotional and I say things that are really positive about them. Maybe a little too positive. It's just like
movies, Lions. You hype a lot of things.
Yeah,
that's my favorite.
Yeah,
I need to get that as a try.
Yeah, that's his man. Everything's his favorite.
I get excited.
The Lions might sweep the award show. They might go undefeated. Oh, I guess
Amon-Ra
you did.
Brown, Offensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
Booner, did you actually say one year that the Lions might sweep the award show?
No.
But he's joking. He does have some players.
Gordo, I said back in 2024, I had a pizza bet with these guys that Jared Goff would be a finalist for MVP, and guess what happened? I was eating pizza. Very nice.
And he's running it back. So we got
the
MVP.
Booner Path. Want to know what's crazy about the Booner Path? I'll catch you up on Woodward history. When the Booner Path started, it was because the heavies were mad they didn't do anything at the trade deadline, and I said, boys, just wait. And the Booner Path was getting to the NFC Championship game, and guess what happened? They got to the NFC Championship
Spenny
game.
still owes me pizza.
Oh, wait. Get that pizza today.
Yeah, I'm going to have to. Because I had Joe Mazzulla winning head coach of the year. He had JB. And it was dirty. It was dirty, but it's an emotional
you had to
edge.
get it done, though.
Yeah.
And
for the first pizza bet, I got to start off on the first game of WSN back here I played, first pizza bet, I won that one. My first get right on air, won that. So you gotta start off right.
He's hot right now.
You gotta start off right.
I think Booner also owes me a pizza right now. The North Carolina. But I probably owe you one as well.
I think we might. I think you do for sure.
We don't have enough pizza bets tracked.
We need to get a notes
I don't know
app
how
and we need to
many.
share it.
I got a bigger whiteboard.
Did we ever cash the Matty Betts one?
I did. Yep, I brought in like 3 pizzas for one of the Lions preseason.
I don't even know where these pizzas. We have to track these. We have to have some sort of.
We got that. I can't remember what we got. I don't want to say it. They're probably not a sponsor. So
I was about to say
we need. A couple chat said, by the way, he gave $2. He said everyone hit the like button. Everyone should hit the like button right now.
Wait, you said Bryce is going to be in New York, right? Is that what you said? Are you reading that comment right now?
I'm not reading that one. I'm reading the $2 one. We want Coney race. So obviously we get to 150 likes. Me and Caleb will do a Coney dog race.
Yes.
LaBartney, I said it right there, right?
Yeah.
Shout out LaBartney, man. Hey, you're a legend, LaBartney. $5. He said, I'll try and watch later. In parentheses, not really. That's all right. But again, wanted to say my bad for the other night on the heavies. Keep doing your thing, Booner. LaBartney, I'll say this. I love you, LeBartney.
Yes.
You support the network, even if you were going at me. Maybe sometimes it's a little step too far, which can hurt. But you can still take shots. I'll get through it. I appreciate you a ton, though.
This is character development right
here.
here.
Hey, LeBartney, I can't wait. He said we're gonna have some drinks when he gets in town.
There you go.
This feels good. Mending bridges. I love this, LeBartney. Thank you so much.
Yeah, this is like after mom and dad like scream fight and they go and take you out to dinner and everything. Oh, we're all good. Yay! Everything's happy.
We got one more before we go to break here too. It's Stephen V. Shout out for the $5. He says, "Shout out to the dude painting brick stencils behind Caleb. About time y'all covered up those ugly white walls." Well, there's some cool things happening.
There are some sweet things happening.
Big
Woodward
plans,
2.0, man. It's always exciting around here.
Lucas says, has Michigan ever had a QB in New York City for the Heisman? JJ, was he there?
Wasn't JJ, or am I crazy?
No, he was not.
He wasn't. It was just Blake Corum.
Denard Robinson?
So did you say Bryce will be there?
I just want this on record. Me and Neil have a bet. It's a bourbon bet, or it's an old-fashioned bet, to where in the next 2 years, I will get him a drink if JJ does not go to New York. Or Bryce. Yeah, sorry. If Bryce does not go to New York. And if Bryce goes to New York in the next 2 years in a Michigan uniform, that he owes me a drink. And I think it's fair. And I did say this. I just want to have some skin in the game. I think it's a fun bet.
Yeah.
Do I believe it fully? I mean,
they haven't had one since Jim Harbaugh.
Hey, and the Knicks haven't won in 50 years.
Hey, no, they already have. They won. It's a done deal. It's a done deal.
Yeah, it's already sealed.
Yep, the Knicks, they won.
Congrats,
Karl
guys.
Anthony Towns is finals MVP. Wemby's plane got egged on the way out. It's the done deal. The parade's tomorrow.
Congrats, guys.
Congratulations to the New York Knicks.
And congrats to OG Anunoby, finals MVP.
Yes, plus 280.
Yeah. By the way, too, I just want to throw this out there, just a quick bet thing. I did place a bet on the World Cup today, just for the first game today to be a draw, plus 200. So if anyone wants to join that,
there you go.
A draw.
Let's go to break. We come back. We'll get to some more chats. We still got to talk Tarik Williams. Don't worry, we're still going to get to the roster prediction because we have a kind of a mock 53-man layout here. But first, I got to tell you about Planet Fitness. So let me do that. Planet Fitness is for everyone. Over 2,700 clubs nationwide with 50 in Metro Detroit. Access to the Black Card Spa where you can recover with the hydro massage and other innovative amenities. Bring a free guest anytime. Just $24.99 a month. We're all strong on this planet. Planet Fitness.
A ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights. Live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
It's game on at Art and Jake's. Wings, burgers, pizza, and ice-cold drinks served up with attention to detail. Wall-to-wall TVs, great service, and a vibe that keeps your crew coming back. Art and Jake's, a sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor.
Planet Fitness now has even more best-in-class strength equipment. Join today for $1 down and save.
We're stepping it up.
We're not slowing down.
Finding new faith, new focus.
Love that new equipment smell.
So, you in?
Join the club today. Save when you join for just $1 down, $15 a month. Planet Fitness. We're all strong on this planet.
Jameer Gibbs, breakout season, loading.
Inside the 5, Gibbs to the end zone, touchdown!
Woodward Sports, the most dominant Detroit sports coverage around.
All right, summer nights, cold drinks, and Tigers baseball. Woodward Sports is heading over to Art and Jake's in Sterling Heights for a Detroit Tigers watch party. Come hang out with the crew as we will be live Tuesday, June 30th at 7 p.m. as the Detroit Tigers take on the New York Yankees. You won't want to miss a single pitch with over 80 wall-to-wall TVs, 22 draft beers on tap, and to keep you refreshed, and a menu packed with absolute fan favorites. Come party with us, grab a Founders, and watch the Tigers take on the Yankees in Sterling Heights, June 30th. Art and Jake's, a sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor.
We're back. It's crunch time, Woodward Sports, 11 to 1 weekdays. We got more to get to. Tarik Williams, second-year player, former first-round pick. What are some expectations you guys have? Before that, I'm going to go to the chat here. Shout out Lucas Glotz.
Shout out.
He says, this is just disrespectful. He says, Jeff, you look good today for your standards. Thanks, Glotz. Appreciate it. LeBartney, appreciate the $5. He says, I mean this is respect. I'm going to love you guys on mute and help WSN while I watch some conspiracy documentary.
That's fair.
Love you, LaBartney.
That's fair.
LaBartney, we love you.
Go watch Ian Carroll.
I don't know what that is, but watch it.
That guy's that guy's on a mission, dude.
Really?
Yeah, that guy's on a mission. Kevin Bell, get YouTube fixed. Woodward, it's not pulling up when searched. Oh, well, we'll look into that. I don't know why that is.
I think
YouTube
things are
shadow
down
banning
today.
us?
I think it's these aliens. You know what I'm telling you?
Trying to keep us down.
Yeah, there's something going on with the aliens.
Yeah.
Goddamn aliens.
Hey, Freddie Felt, I'll watch documentaries on mute while I listen to Crunch Time. There you go, Freddie.
Shout out,
Appreciate
yeah.
you, brother. Let's get to this Tyreek Williams stuff, guys, because Tyreek spoke yesterday to the media, and I think it's about time we start talking about him. All right, second-year player, former first-round pick. And I think this offseason tells me and should tell fans what they think of Tyreek Williams. Okay, DJ Reader, gone. Roy Lopez, gone. Jay Tufele, in.
Goodbye.
You know, they brought this dude off the street. All due respect to him. That guy is not looked at as someone who's going to probably contribute a lot. So what do they look at Tyreek? They look at him as someone who's going to be a big-time part of this defense and someone that will play nose tackle. He said it himself to the media yesterday. He's going to be someone who plays more nose tackle, maybe a little 3-tech, depending on what front they have or they're rolling with. But I, myself, can say that two things can be true with Tyreek. One, last year, there were bumps in that road, for sure, okay? He is a player that plays a position that is not going to be stat-dependent because he's a big nose tackle who, can play some 3-tech, but his strength was not coming into the league rushing the passer, okay? That's not his thing. So you're not going to look at him and look at sacks. You're going to look at how many times is he stuffing runs? What does he look like? Taking on double teams? Is he drawing attention? That's kind of how you're judging a guy like Tyreek, okay? And last year, there were definitely bumps in the road. I thought later in the year, you saw more flashes of why they took him in the first round. I remember specifically the game against the Dallas Cowboys. He looked really good in that game. But for this year, it's fair to say those expectations are higher for him, okay? And for me, I'm not going to put a number on it, given I just said it's not a stat-driven position. But I think Tyreek's going to be not only starting next to Aleem McNeil, but I am excited to see him. I mean, watching him at Ohio State, and Lucas is in the chat, Ohio State fan. There's not too many of you watching. But he knows what it is. This guy at Ohio State, Big Ten, good offensive lineman, and good players on his defense, was a menace, okay? Not only living in the backfield of other teams, but drawing double teams. He had, what they call him, the dancing bear. Shout out Caleb. They called him the dancing bear because he's quick on his feet, and he moved good for his size. So I think you start to see a lot of more of those traits this year with Tyreek Williams. And I think by the end, you're going to be like, okay, this guy is a younger, much, much better version of a guy like DJ Reader. So I'm excited to see. I'm confident.
This is my question for the people, because I keep hearing that, hey, it's DJ Reader's replacement. DJ Reader last year played like 150 snaps or something at the nose tackle position. Tyreek, in his last two seasons in Detroit and as well as at Ohio State, I think he's had maybe less than 20 snaps at the nose tackle position. And at that position, I would think, right, bigger defensive. So that's where it's for the role of a Tyreek. What are the expectations at that? If he's going to be your nose tackle, right? Because you got rid of Roy Lopez, who also was kind of that just in going up against the center straight up, we're going head to head. Now it's Tyreek, which Tyreek just hasn't had experience on that. And I don't even know. I looked up his last year at Ohio State and this last year, just no experience doing that. Literally, I think it's each year, 4 snaps a year in that position. And now all of a sudden in the NFL, you're that's you. You're taking that over. And it's I don't know if it's concerning, but for me, it's I do want to see it a little bit more. And he even mentioned yesterday, they asked him, Tyreek, about snap count. And when they brought it up to him, he was yeah, I'm taking so many more snaps at nose tackle. And obviously the 3-tech, he said, that's where he's at as well. But he's I'm getting a ton of nose tackle snaps. So I don't know if it's a cause for concern, because it's we don't know what he is at that position. Is he going to be able to do what DJ Reader did? Because DJ Reader's a year 8, year 9 vet at the nose tackle position in the NFL. He's done it for a while, and he can move out to the 3-tech. He could do everything. But it's we just haven't seen everything from Tyreek. So I think there's a little bit of concern there. I'm interested to see how he goes about that.
So to push back a little bit on that, Booner, I actually think it might be a cause for a little bit of excitement. When I hear that Tyreek Williams, he's playing mainly 3-tech, but he's dropping in weight, and still playing that nose tackle, it makes me think, okay, this guy has to be running a lot more stunts, and this team might be running a lot more 3 fronts, and then bringing up guys from the secondary to rush. I think this defense.
I like the thought
and
process.
I think
It's a good thought process.
Shep is just changing things up a lot. I mean, if we're looking at the pieces that we've been given, we're trying to make it fit one way into the traditional, or at least what we've been used to is this, the 4-3 base. I think they're going to switch this up significantly. So Tarik Williams, while he might not be a DJ Reader replacement, I don't think he's going to need to be a DJ Reader replacement. Now, he will serve a similar role, but I don't think he's going to schematically fit the same, do the same, things. He's going to be a lot more active, running a lot more stunts.
That's why I have an issue when I do hear a little bit the DJ Reader comparison, hey, he's filling in.
Because he's a different player.
Because it's just so different.
He can play nose tackle, but he's more athletic than him.
Yeah, and I see it everywhere you go. You go on Twitter. We talk about it on shows, and I mean, we can hand up our show. We've talked about him being the DJ Reader replacement.
Well, the position he plays, yes.
Yeah, but then when you break it down and look more into it, it's that's not him. That's not his game, really. He's more so like the Aleem. And when you bring that up to people right now, they're like, well, no, he's replacing DJ Reader. But no, he's more so the Aleem McNeil style player. That's what he is. And he's a versatile defensive tackle that could do a lot of different things. And I think that's a good point, Gordo. I really do. Michael Weary in the chat said being fine. I think it's just like you said, the scheme. Is it going to put him in is the scheme going to put him in the position to be successful?
Yeah, and also I think a lot of rookies, quote unquote, hit the wall later on and towards the end of the season, because a lot of these guys just aren't used to playing that long of a season. So now that Tarik Williams, he's been through a full season of football, he knows what to expect. I think he's approaching this offseason a lot more differently. I think that's why he's lost some of that weight, so he can continue to move around better and just feel better in general. And also, one thing about Tarik Williams that I think was interesting that I saw, statistically, the pass deflect, the breakups, him, getting that big paw up there, he's more than willing to do that. If you do that 4 or 5 times a season, I think that makes up for, a potential lack of, getting after the quarterback, or, not even pressures, but sacks, I guess.
Caleb, I sent a video of him talking about all this. Did you get that?
Yeah, let's play that, because I'm curious. I think he's an NFL nose tackle. He could play that position. He could play a lot, but he's 300 plus pounds. He's light on his feet, and I think him and Aleem are a perfect pairing. He can't lose weight. Just don't lose any weight like Aleem did, because then you're really going to slim down to a lighter 3 tech. But 0 tech is where he'll be really good in the NFL. He'll be a really good nose tackle with the Lions and how they play.
You think so?
Yeah, I'm not worried about that. His best trait is defending the run.
Yeah,
that's what he's going to be asked to do.
We haven't seen him play a nose tackle.
He's played a lot.
No,
not in college. In college, he played a lot.
In college, he had 10 snaps at nose tackle.
But that's his strength. What a nose tackle's job is: defend the run, draw double teams. That's what he does. So it's it's like a guy who, it's like the Ennis Rakestraw is a bad example, but it's like he could play nickel based on some of his skill sets. Dude, Tyrik's going to thrive.
So you
at
think
nose
he could
tackle.
just step in without having much experience?
Well, he's had a year of football. Sure, he's played a year in the NFL, so I don't think it's going to be that big. Just moving over one, being 300 plus pounds. No, I don't.
We can play that video.
Yeah, play it. Let's hear from him.
I feel way better. I don't feel as nervous, so I'm playing faster. I learned a lot last year, so I'm just trying to use that to build on this year and get better.
Not having pads on, obviously that's how you guys make a living, but what did you learn last year that's already helping you in this setting right now in OTAs?
Just how the NFL is played. It's a lot different than college. Players are way better, schemes are way better. So just having a year under my belt, I feel like I'm just playing faster and more fluid.
It's good to see him play more faster, not thinking as much. He's, I know him rushing the passer, and he just isn't. He isn't that player like Aleem is. Even though Aleem's not like Dexter Lawrence, but Aleem is a better suited to rush the passer.
He's a dog.
Yeah, Aleem came into the league as a 0 tech, but then he slimmed down, and you could tell he can rush the passer. I don't think Tyrik's that type of player. He's got some traits that you like, but
I think the biggest thing is just the handwork.
Yeah,
Aleem McNeil has shown a lot more versatility. He's got a lot more in his bag when it comes to getting away from the offensive lineman. But Tarik, it's a little bit more limited. So his pass rush capability is just not as great.
Am I crazy? Are we just like leaning that he's going to be good at the zero tech?
Yeah.
He's, in the last 3 seasons of him playing football, he's played 9 snaps at that position. 9 snaps. And then we're like, oh, that's his born position. That's my only question. It's like his last 2 years at Ohio State, I think it was like 5 total snaps.
But
last
they
year
had
it was
nose
4.
tackles at Ohio State. He wasn't playing
Well,
it.
that's
Not
my
because
question.
he's not. Those guys, they had guys that were just strictly run stuffers. He's an elite run stuffer that had some more pass rush upside than those guys. So he played 3 times.
So do we think he could just slide into there?
Yes, he's a more than if those he could have played zero
with
tech
9 snaps the last 3 years.
He could have thrived at Ohio State doing it easily.
Okay, that's all my question. Because I'm just like I'm
It's
sitting
not that
here
he
and I'm
couldn't
like,
do
am
it.
I crazy? Like we haven't seen him at nose tackle at all for I don't know. He had 9 snaps. Even his sophomore year at Ohio State, he had 9 snaps. So his last 3 years, he's had 9 snaps. His sophomore year, he has 9 snaps. I don't know about freshman year, but it's just like, wait a second. Like we're just gonna be like, yeah, he's gonna be a good nose tackle.
I mean, yeah, if they're running base, I think he'll be fine. If they're running a 3 front, then I think you're going to see him move around a little bit. So I think no matter what, I
think he's better at the 3 tech.
Be,
like he's better, and that's going to be his like. That's why with like the nose tackle, it's who did they bring in to kind of be that DJ Reader, who's just straight up with the center.
But
he's done it 9 times in the last 3 seasons in his career.
I just don't think I wouldn't want him at the 3 tech because he's not like a lean rushing the pass. He can't rush the passer that well. So like I don't want to see him at 3 tech. That's just my opinion. That's where I disagree.
I mean, I don't mind him being the second D tackle.
That's my thought process.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, if you have him and Aleem out there going at like that's huge.
Fantastic.
That's what you want.
But again, it's like when you're not in that and you have a nose tackle just going head to head, is it going to be Tarik? Do you feel like he said he's been playing that position, but again, he's done it 9 times in the last 3 years.
Yeah, I mean,
I
don't hate it, especially like if you have a Tyler Lacey out there that can still, kind of collapse the pocket in, and he's a bigger body, technically plays D end. Like there's different ways that you can mix and match this, defensive line. So I'm really intrigued to see with this group that they have right now. And you lose some guys like Roy Lopez, like
it's
Reader.
a big loss.
So I think we're gonna be seeing a lot more creativity with the defensive line.
Did we blow by break, Caleb? I think we just did.
Let's go to break.
All right, Booner, tell me about our friends over at Thrive.
Let me tell you guys about Thrive. Most people think energy comes in just a 16-ounce can full of sugar and neon-colored liquid, but you know better. It's time to upgrade your game with the Thrive Energy pouches. It's not your daddy's dip, Dan Campbell's dip. It's a tobacco-free, nicotine-free mental powerhouse packed with 300 milligrams of clean, smart caffeine, including alpha GPC and L-theanine. They have no jitters, no sugar crash, 0 bloating, none of that. And you can be found at dipstop.com, and you can use our promo code WSN for 15% off your entire order, and find them at all Market Fresh and Market Square locations. It's Thrive, clean energy, 0 distractions. They just effing work.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
Finally, life-enhancing LASIK surgery at a price you can afford. Michigan's most experienced eye surgeon, Dr. Yaldo, is offering the most advanced LASIK at just $1,699 per eye, regardless of your prescription. Imagine not just being free from contacts and glasses, but actually seeing better without them. This limited 2026 spring offer is thousands less than others charge. Go to YaldoEyeCenter.com for your free evaluation and save.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
Let me tell you guys about Mad Packs. Listen, Mad Packs fans, if you're looking to elevate your rotation, listen up. You already know about the high-low boom shakalaka, but listen, Mad Packs has something fresh for the new year. Look out for Mad Packs Extracts and Blizzard Packs, the perfect things to get you through the Michigan, all the elements that we deal with, whether, a few months ago it was snowing, now it's hotter than hell. If you want to take your mind off that, get yourself a little Mad Packs. Stay tuned to Woodward Sports Networks for all the latest updates regarding Mad Packs.
We're back. It's crunch time, Woodward Sports. We got more to get to. If you're watching, hit that like button. It's free. It takes a second, and it supports the show. Pushes us out in the algorithm, so hit that like button. We got more to get to. Roster predictions. Okay, 53-man. It's early, but we're already ripping this out. Okay, we're doing it. Training camp still on its way.
Post OTA. I think OTAs, is it technically done?
Yeah.
And then there's, I think, mini camp next week, I believe.
Aren't they skipping mini camp?
No, I think they're doing
just the rookie.
They skipped rookie. I think the doc. I was texting him, and he said that they're doing it's like a 3-day mandatory mini camp. I think the doc and media might be there all 3 days.
Oh,
so that's going to be. I could be wrong with that on the days and everything, but I'm pretty sure that was what he was letting us know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let's get to it. I don't know what you have up graphic-wise, Caleb. I mean, we could just go.
Yeah.
We can kind of do this one by one. You tell us which way you want to go with this.
Let's see. Let's start with. We can do
offense or defense. Whatever
we
you
can do with the quarterbacks first.
So we'll go defense.
Yeah.
All right, let's go defense. Let's take a look. This is the Doc Sports Illustrated
offense. Here we go.
Quarterbacks. In Jared Goff, Teddy Bridgewater. Out Luke Altmaier.
This is a bad start for the doc, by the way. I think this might be flipped. I'm not going to say Teddy Bridgewater is going to get cut, but I think Teddy's going to be the emergency. I think Luke's going to – I just keep seeing Luke Alt. I don't know if you guys have seen this. He just keeps popping up on their socials.
Yeah, I've been telling you.
They love Luke Alt. Like the social team Luke's number 2. I think it's a lock. What?
I know. I've been doing it kind of sarcastically, but there is something with Luke Altmaier.
They just keep posting. Yeah. There's a picture that they put up with the two. Dude, they put up a picture yesterday. And it was like 2 of the starting offensive linemen hyping Luke Altmaier up, and Luke's just sitting there
yeah, he's a good.
They love him.
He'd be a good NFL
I don't know,
backup.
man. Just because the Lions social media admin has a crush on Luke Altmaier doesn't mean that the coaching staff likes Teddy Bridgewater likes Altmaier more than their guy Teddy Two Gloves.
I think he
Look
fits
at this picture. Tate Ratledge and Christian Mahogany hyping Luke Altmaier. Come on, that's not even the social media team. That's starting offensive lineman.
You know what I like about Luke Altmaier, though, and I mentioned this before, accurate, very accurate. I think he has the all-time record at Illinois for passer rating, completion percentage, wins. He just has a lot of traits I think it works in the NFL. His accuracy is what matters. Ball placement, he does that well. He's super smart. I mean, he's NFL pro-style system he's run. I think he's a good backup.
I remember when he beat Michigan in those ugly-ass leather imitation helmets.
Oh, yeah.
He's a talented quarterback. He is.
Yeah.
He's got the talent and the accuracy. That's the number one thing.
Yeah, his upside, his ceiling, I think, is a backup. I'm not going to do the Hendon Hooker thing. I'm not doing it with Luke Altmaier. But, yeah, I think he's on the roster, so I disagree with that one.
Yeah, we'll go with running backs here next.
All right, in Jameer Gibbs, Isaiah Pacheco, Sione Vaki. Out Jacob Sailors, Jabari Small, and Kyle Rubichuk. Rubichaux.
I think this is good. I don't think we need to talk about this one much because I think this is how it's going to be. The Sione Vaki experiment is probably the most interesting experiment of all time because he just keeps getting hurt. I remember last offseason he was starting to take Craig Reynolds' spot in the first. We were at training camp. In the first play I saw Sione Vaki, he was getting second-team snaps. I told Jeff, I said, look at this. And I tweeted out, I said, Sione Vaki, RB2 or RB3 all of a sudden. And then instantly, hamstring. And I was like, you're kidding me, dude.
Damn.
He's hanging on, man.
Yeah.
Injuries keep happening.
By a thread, literally.
Yeah. He's probably your most talented running back out of the other 3. So I'm cool with this. I don't have any argument with this, Caleb. Anyone? We all agree with this one?
I think we're good. Yeah. This is next one, a little more interesting here, wide receivers.
Oh,
all right,
wow.
In is Amon-Ra St. Brown, okay, Jameson Williams, Isaac Tesla, Greg Dortch, and Dominic Lovett. Out, Cedric Wilson Jr., Tom Kennedy, Jackson Meeks, Malik Cunningham, Kyle Duplessis. Injured Kendrick Law for season.
This is what, Jeff, I want to get your thoughts on this.
Yeah.
Because Dominic Lovett played a lot last year for them. Not obviously offensive snaps, but special teams wise.
Yep.
If I gave you 3 choices right now, Dominic Lovett, Cedric Wilson, Tom Kennedy, put them in order. Yeah, I love that.
Probably the order in which you said it.
So you would go Dominic Lovett first?
I mean,
I think I would go Cedric Wilson.
I just think Cedric's he's a free agent for a reason. He ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean?
Contract was up. How I'm kidding.
He ain't going nowhere, man. Like, Cedric's fine. I mean, if you want us to take him over Dominic Lovett, cool. I mean, I just think I like what Dominic Lovett provides with special teams in case something happens to Greg Dortch. You have another guy that can play special teams for you. But yeah. Cedric Wilson hasn't even played special teams in his career. Rarely.
He was the punt returner for the Dolphins.
Oh, so recently he has.
Yeah, and he actually had a couple. I was looking it up.
So it was like small sample size.
Breakout runs.
Because he doesn't have a history of doing it. Maybe he did recently.
Let me see. Actually, that's a good question. That's actually a great question.
Can we please keep our guy Tom Kennedy?
I was gonna say no.
Yeah,
I like Tom Kennedy
are we
more
still
than
on
I
that
like
storyline.
No, it's not even a storyline. I like him more than Dominic Lovett. What has Dominic Lovett done that gives him a spot on this roster?
Actually, to be fair, Tom Kennedy did do some special team stuff.
Yeah, and he would. Do you remember that game?
He was some juice.
Yes, we were really struggling with punt returning and kick returning, and we were like, we thought it was this small thing. But when Tom Kennedy came in and he returned kicks and he returned punts, it almost changed the game for us. Like he had a couple a couple long kick returns.
You know what?
Like Greg Dortch goes down, I want Tom Kennedy returning kicks,
Kennedy.
not Dominic Lovett.
Give me Tom Kennedy.
I'll say this: in the last 2 years, Cedric Wilson has over 100 snaps returning the ball.
So he's gotten.
So he's starting that. He's at that point of his career where it's like that's his job.
At 32 years old, right? How old is he?
Is he 32? He's 31.2. It says here.
Yeah.
Dinosaur.
Well,
I do like. I am with you guys on Tom Kennedy. It's crazy the fact that he does every time. He legit every time his number's called, he steps up and makes plays.
Yeah, every
and
season
for some reason he just keeps getting disrespected.
He just gets cut, goes to the practice squad, comes up for 2 weeks, has 2 really nice kick returns, and just then
Or even
I think we
the
know
one game
we're
Khalif
getting.
was hurt, he stepped up and had some catches.
I think we know what we're getting more out of Tom Kennedy than we know what we're getting from Dominic Lovett. 100%.
Let's do another one here.
Yeah,
I'm cool with this though. If you guys want to take Tom Kennedy, I'm cool.
Should we just finish offense here?
Yeah, let's do offense and then we'll go to break.
We got tight end and offensive lineman.
Let's do tight end. We'll probably rip through that quickly. I doubt we'll have too much disagreements on tight end.
All right.
Who do they have making the roster here? Because I'm assuming it's Tyler Conklin, Brock Wright, and
there we go.
Isaac
Laporta.
Tesla, Sam Laporta. That's what I meant.
Yeah,
that's we're cool with this. That's fine.
Hey, get my guy Thomas Gordon in there.
Tom.
You got Gordon in the name.
Gordon.
Get him in there. Come on. What are we doing?
Yeah, that Miles Kitzelman. No, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm out. Zach Horton, he's kind of a fullback type too. They liked him last year. He played for them.
What about offensive line, Caleb? That's what the people want to see.
Oh, there we go. Oh, this is a deep.
It's a little
one.
small.
So they got the starters in. I know you guys know who the starters.
Oh no,
to
Jeff.
be. And then Larry Borum, Juice Scruggs, Ben Barch, Miles Frazier out. Gio Manu, Devin Conquerin, Seth McLaughlin, Mason Miller, Michael Neese, Melvin Priestley, and then Colby Sorsdahl.
Wait a second, Mason Miller. Can we? Okay, gets cut from the Lions. Tigers, go get him. We need a closer. Hold on a second.
Yeah, there's some.
Didn't look that big to me.
Oh, wait a second. Do you guys remember Seth McLaughlin, this former Ohio State center? I was told he was the center of the future for the Detroit Lions. And he's on the out. He's looking out.
There's really only one name that I wanted to see on that out list. And it's Giovanni Manu.
Oh no!
This guy,
that's his guy.
If this guy can't even be a freaking swing tackle, if you had old ass Dan Skipper, that was your starting swing tackle over him, and that's what he was sold as being an athletic, guy that was able to play different positions, run around, get in motion, and he can't even be your swing tackle. You better learn left guard right now, pal, or you're done. This is your very last chance on this roster. These next few weeks are absolutely crucial for Giovanni Manu. If he doesn't figure this out now, he's gone. He's done.
But Gordo.
Oh no!
He's 6'8", 350 with
Too
no
bad.
gun.
With no gun.
He doesn't have a gun.
And he's from British Columbia.
Exactly.
I don't care.
Yeah, well, I mean,
But what about Jordan Mailata?
Yeah, Jordan Mailata. Period. End of story.
Oh, that's one of the greatest moments of all time.
So again, real quick too, before we go to break. So this is the end of the Colby Sorsdahl experiment.
I think everyone. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Rest
I
in
was
peace.
so shocked to even see him. I mean, when they did, when they were just doing like team activities before OTAs, like when they were just doing random workouts.
Yeah.
Seeing the pictures of them posting of Colby Sorsdahl showing up for those, I was like, hold on a second. I thought he was done.
Yeah.
By the way, just real quick, too, Michael Weary, he donated $2 and said DC put Vaki back at safety, solved some issues.
Yeah, that's what he played in Utah. Switch him back.
What if he did? They're
That's
deep.
malfeasance.
That'd be tough.
Michael Weary also donated $2. Appreciate it, Michael. He says trade Brock and keep Miles Kitzelman. What's up with Miles Kitzelman?
Who is this guy?
Someone.
Miles Kitzelman?
I mean, Hoop-hearted Giovanni Manure is odd. Okay, Giovanni Manure.
That's actually fucked up.
That's a good one.
I haven't heard
That's
that
a
one
great
before.
one too. Actually,
I'm more excited for the defensive side.
Tell us about Gold Crown, Gordo, and then we come back and get to the defense.
I would love to tell you guys about Gold Crown. Listen, stop everything for a second because Gold Crown just went completely overboard in the best way possible. They just dropped the new Royal Jesters, and these are not your average pre-rolls. We're talking 1.5 grams each. They're quad-infused, Keef-coated, live resin-infused THCA diamonds. I know that was a mouthful, but trust me, these joints are absolutely worth it. Some of the best joints that you can find pre-rolled on the market. That's 4 layers of yeah, you're good after this. These aren't your hit it twice and pass it around pre-rolls. These are, why am I analyzing this game like a coach right now, pre-rolls? Michigan made, top tier, no shortcuts. Next time that you hit the dispo, don't think, just ask for Royal Jesters, because if you're going to smoke, smoke like royalty.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports. Dan Campbell is in redemption mode.
No, make no mistake. It's not revenge he's after. It's a reckoning.
And Woodward Sports is here to cheer on the Detroit Lions every snap. Don't miss a moment of Detroit Lions coverage. Follow Woodward Sports on all social media platforms now.
Woodward Sports, let's go. All right, we're excited to welcome our new partners over at Founders Brewing, the legendary All Day IPA. It marks the 15th year anniversary of All Day IPA, and it helped define the session of IPA category, but it's the fans that made it last. It's citrusy, it's crisp and refreshing with a perfectly balanced taste, and at 4.7 ABV, it's built to go the distance for the entire game. So next time you're watching the game, make it an All Day IPA from Founders, and as always, people, just drink responsibly.
We're back. It's Crunch Time, Woodward Sports, 11 to 1 weekdays. We appreciate you watching, making it halfway into the second hour. If you're watching on your phone, on your computer, on your TV, wherever you're watching, hit the like button. It takes a second, supports the boys, supports the show. We're trying to get to 100 likes. We're like 30 away.
Can I say this?
27 away, or 23 away.
Me and Caleb will demonstrate a blocking drill one-on-one if by 12:40 we hit 100.
Yeah. I think
By the next break, if we hit 100, I'll go back there. I'll come off the edge, Aiden Hodges. I want to see Caleb's little offensive tackle.
I'm on offense?
Yeah, I'm
that's
off the
bullshit.
edge. I'm not an offensive tackle.
We can do one each.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. But it has to be by 12:40. We can't do it all.
So guys, get
7 minutes.
Get
for
those likes in,
likes.
and hey, if we get 200, we'll do an Oklahoma drill.
Yes.
Straight up.
No pads, but
CTE
straight up.
incoming.
Like, yeah.
Wow. I don't know. The Gordo and Caleb Oklahoma drill.
That's not how an Oklahoma drill works. You need a lineman, a defensive lineman, you need a ball carrier, and a tackler. You never
I'm
been
thinking
in
of a different
Oklahoma
Oklahoma drill. I'm
before?
thinking of just lay on your backs, get up, and go at it.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was
thinking.
thinking of.
Yeah.
Really? Every
Yeah.
Oklahoma drill I've ever done, Pee Wee football,
I think there's
everything
different
is offensive
versions.
lineman, defensive lineman, linebacker, and then ball carrier.
I think there's different
Have you ever
versions.
played King of the Square, where it's just you and one other guy, and you try to get the other guy out of the square?
You ever played the Ring of Fire?
Which one's that?
It's
Johnny Cash?
It's like angle of pursuit kind of, like the guys running
you put the
around.
hoop. Yeah, those are fun. Those were fun.
I got
The
like
good old
I
days.
mean, kid broke his collarbone during that. It scared me.
Really?
Yeah, I did Pee Wee football. Shout out Zach Rakowski. Broke his collarbone.
Just dudes being dudes.
Just
man.
dudes. Yeah, I
Fellas.
respect it.
Dudes being dudes. Let's get to the defense, Caleb.
Which position group you guys want?
You tell us.
We just got to go through defense.
We'll start with interior defensive line.
Oh, little defensive tackle.
The big dog.
Tyreek. Can't play nose tackle. Cut.
There's one in here that I'm going to be really heartbroken. I already know it. Yeah, I'm
in
heartbroken. There's
Ali
no way.
McNeil.
Wingo.
In Jay Tufele. In Tyreek Williams. In Levi Onwuzurike. In Skylar Gill-Howard. And then out Mekhi Wingo, Tyler Lacey, Miles Adam, Chris Smith, and Aiden Akian.
See, that's a name, by the way, we haven't heard all offseason. Skylar Gill-Howard. Just haven't heard his name at all. I haven't
We
even
just drafted him.
I know, but you would think OTAs, they're like, hey, how's one of your draft picks doing? Haven't heard about him.
I heard like a little bit from Dan Campbell. I think it was yesterday, talking about some of the
him?
new guys in that defensive line, and just saying that like these young guys are quick. They're athletic. They're quick twitch, and they get off the ball quick.
Dude's a former linebacker.
I don't
too.
think it's realistic to cut Tyler Lacey and Miles Adams. I don't think, or Chris Smith, because those are like your nose tackles, right? Aren't those two like bigger fellas?
No, but like Tyler Lacey, you would think he's a nose tackle, but he plays more of that like massive
he's
anchor
the power
the
edge they use.
So the
Miles
Jay
Adams
Tufele
edge.
is your like.
He's the nose tackle.
That's your Roy Lopez.
So look at this. This is telling you.
And Mekhi
they would.
Wingo.
This is telling you that Jay Tufele and Tyreek are your nose tackles.
Yeah, that's why it's a little. But Mekhi, dude, that's so heartbreaking. I wish Mekhi.
I know
Wingo-
it sucks.
He's a fan of the show too. He's a crunch time guy.
Yeah, good guy, man.
And it's heartbreaking.
Tyler Lacey, they were throwing in the Davenport role, like on the edge, got a big guy off the edge. Miles Adams edge, Chris Smith edge, or
Chris
D tackle. He's a D tackle.
Yeah.
And then Aiden is Notre Dame. I believe he's the nose tackle, the big
Are
dude.
you sure? No, he's blue and gold school, I think.
Notre
Cal?
Dame.
Is he the Cal
Oh,
guy?
Cal. That's what it is.
He's Cal. We reached out to him. He's a good dude. He hit us back.
He's the big nose tackle.
He
that
actually,
they
you know
signed.
what? I respect him. He hit us back and said, "Boys, hey, love, respect everything." He says, "It's time for me to lock in."
That's fair.
He said, "No media. I got to lock in." I said, "You know what? Hey,
Respect.
go for it. You're a dog."
Let's get to the next one, Caleb.
Should tell that to Terry Arnold.
Nothing I
We'll
got an
start a
issue with
fucking
this one, to be
podcast.
honest.
All right, this one, edge rushers.
In Aiden Hutchinson, DJ Wadham, Derek Moore, Peyton Turner, Ahmed Hassanin. Out Tyree West, Anthony Lucas, and Eric O'Neal.
No.
Huh?
No.
Whoa.
No.
What?
Take Peyton Turner out and throw Anthony Lucas in there. I don't care.
I don't know. We just spent like $4 or $5 million on Peyton Turner, right?
No, I think it's like one. I think he might be on a vet minimum.
Wasn't that much? But
He's not going to play. He's going to play 2 games for you. That's it. He's going to be injured. At least Anthony Lucas. Anthony Lucas was a projected like 5th round pick. Somehow goes undrafted. You pick him up. He's actually a dude that has potential. And guess what? He plays and he'll probably be healthy. Give me Anthony Lucas over Peyton Turner. You're going to get more snaps out of him.
You want to put a pizza bet on that? Peyton Turner plays more than 5 games.
Yes. I say under.
Under?
Let's do
I say
5.5.
over.
Let's do 5.5.
5.5.
Over under 5.5.
I got over. You got under.
So I got 5 and under. You got 6 and over.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, that's a great pizza bet. Peyton Turner's not playing more than 5 games for the Lions.
We'll see.
Yeah, and I do think Anthony. Someone's got to take Peyton Turner's job. I think the most
believe in
qualified.
Peyton Turner.
And he is a former 1st round pick. He is. I mean, but he just never is available. So Anthony Lucas, you're up. All right.
I like Anthony Lucas. I think he has an opportunity to get a job here as an undrafted guy.
Yeah.
And they've actually already talked about him in press conferences already about how the potential that they've seen out of him already. So I think Kelvin Shepard actually brought Anthony Lucas up.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's fair. All right, let's get to the next one, Caleb. What else we got?
Let's do linebackers here. One sec, fellas. Yeah, these are the linebackers.
In Jack Campbell, Derek Barnes, Malcolm Rodriguez, Damone Clark, Jimmy Rolder, Trevor Nowaski. Out Joe Bocci, Eric Hunter.
Joe Bocci, he's a did he go to Dakota? Is he I think he's a Michigan guy.
Michigan
Not
State.
sure.
Went to Michigan State. I don't know in high school though.
I think this
know.
is perfect, to be honest. I think this is like spot on.
Actually, I'm curious to see what Eric Hunter. I know it's early, but I want to see more of him a little bit.
Yeah, they did give him a lot. I think as a UDFA,
he's a good linebacker. A bunch of takeaways. Like I want to see him. Damone Clark, special teamer. That's going to be his role, so I understand that. But I want to see what Eric Hunter can kind of provide there. He's kind of like the Anthony, not quite the. You went to USC, Anthony Lucas. I get that. I think Eric Hunter went to like. I don't know. I forgot.
He went to a
smaller school.
I think he went to a HBCU.
Yeah, but he's a really good player. So I'm curious to see what Eric Hunter does. But
Morgan State, yeah.
He's really good. Really good. So we'll see how that goes. But, yeah, I'm not going to nitpick this linebacker list too much. What else we got, Caleb?
Yeah, next one is, let's see, cornerbacks. Get this up for you guys.
All right, in DJ Reed, Taron Arnold, Roger McCreary, Ennis Rakestraw, Rock Ya-Sin, Keith Abney, and Khalil Dorsey. Out Nick Whiteside, Amarius Brown, who actually another really good player. I'm curious to see what happens with him. And then Deshaun Rucker.
Do you guys have any? Actually,
No.
I think this is perfect. And I'm, you guys know me. Shout out to Nick, but he's probably going to be a practice squad guy and get opportunities throughout the year.
Yeah, I think
that's
Amarius
fair.
Brown will probably do that too.
Especially with adding Keith Abney to this rotation and a healthy Ennis Rakestraw and the Roger McCreary addition. I think this is fair. Really fair.
Nick Whiteside, your guy, though, Boone.
He is, yeah. I know him personally. Good dude. Went to school with him. But, I mean, dude, I'm not going to – I think it's the right move.
Yeah.
You're trying that corner room. You're trying to get that thing as solid, rock solid as possible with depth because you don't really know what TA is going to be. DJ Reed obviously coming off that hamstring, which he talked about yesterday. By the way, did you hear DJ Reed on his hamstring?
Peptides.
Yeah, well, he went down to Puerto Rico or something to get stem cells or something.
Yeah, stem cell infusion.
And then he said, he was like, I had to teach myself how to walk again, how to jog again, how to sprint. He was like, I had to go. He was like, the hamstring was so bad. Like, it was just, he said he almost had to hit surgery, but he said it was like a really bad strain or tear.
Tear, yeah.
Ooh, not great.
But he said he's back to where he was before.
He better be.
I saw one clip of him getting cooked, though.
Yeah, by J-Mo.
I
saw a few.
By J-Mo, yeah.
So
I like this room. I think this is a good room.
And then last here we got safeties.
Here we go.
In Kirby Joseph, Chuck Clark, Christian Izzian, Avante Maddox, Thomas Harper. Out Lauren Strickland, Dan Jackson. Injured, Brian Branch.
Aww.
Yeah, this is fair.
No
I hate
Dan
the Dan Jackson. We never got to see him. I hate it. He'll be he's going to be a guy though that is off and he ends up being on the practice squad.
Probably.
And I bet you see snaps at some point this year with him if there's injuries.
I got
Special
no
teams
issue.
demon.
Yeah. He'd probably dominate in special teams.
Oh yeah.
He
did at Georgia, I believe.
Yeah, I got no issue with this one. Is that all we got?
Yeah.
There's your roster predictions.
Oh, it's 12:40. We only have 89 likes.
Let's head to break. I got to hear about our friends over at Massage Chair House, Caleb. So tell me about them.
Yeah, Massage Chair House. Are you looking to take your relaxation to the next level? Then visit Massage Chair House in Bloomfield Hills, the largest massage chair showroom in the Midwest. They feature top brands like Infinity and Osaki. They are your destination for premium comfort and cutting-edge wellness technology. Experience the difference with Dr. Eric Duncan, the wellness doc and creator of the #1 channel for massage chair rooms chair reviews, at the Wellness Doc. Book your visit today at massagechairhouse.com or simply scan the QR code on your screen. Visit Massage Chair House, your ticket to ultimate recovery and relaxation.
Woodward Avenue, the first paved road in America. Woodward Sports, the first sports network born in Detroit and made for Detroit.
It's game on at Art and Jake's. Wings, burgers, pizza, and ice-cold drinks served up with attention to detail. Wall-to-wall TVs, great service, and a vibe that keeps your crew coming back. Art and Jake's, a sports bar setting with a fine dining flavor.
Finally, life-enhancing LASIK surgery at a price you can afford. Michigan's most experienced eye surgeon, Dr. Yaldo, is offering the most advanced LASIK at just $1,699 per eye, regardless of your prescription. Imagine not just being free from contacts and glasses, but actually seeing better without them. This limited 2026 spring offer is thousands less than others charge. Go to YaldoEyeCenter.com for your free evaluation and save.
Neil Rule and Sean Belizian wake you up every Monday through Friday on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports. That's right, Big D Energy has moved to mornings. Get your morning dose of Neil's tone and Sean's insanity. Weekdays 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Two Detroit sports legends coming together for the best Detroit sports morning show there is. Big D Energy, waking you up weekdays on Detroit's #1 sports network.
All right, if you're looking for a career upgrade, check out Mortgage Pros, the #1 mortgage broker to work for in the state of Michigan. We saw their incredible company culture firsthand at their annual block party. The Braylon show was there, and their team, they truly love what they do, and it shows with 4.9 stars on Google and over 4,000 reviews. Their reputation, it speaks for itself. So if you're looking for a new job, give Mortgage Pros in Troy a call at 248-416-1361. Mortgage Pros, let the pros handle it.
We're back. It's Crunch Time, Woodward Sports. Hit the like button, people.
Come on.
Get to 100 likes. We got our segment every single day. Caleb segment, shit you may not know. Caleb, tell us about some shit we may not know here.
Yep, we're back. Well, first thing, I need to play this video. I was, scrolling through Twitter world, and we seen
It's a dangerous world, by the way.
we seen Wemby get hit with an egg. This video right here, I've never seen anything like this.
Takes the cake.
They're throwing cones around here in New York. I mean, look at the precision here.
Has to be.
Right on.
Oh!
You gotta love that.
Dude,
you gotta love that.
I saw a video.
Best shot of the night.
In like this crowd, someone had a banana and threw it as hard as they could into the crowd. And then all of a sudden they're standing there, and 5 seconds later, banana comes flying back at them, right back to him out of nowhere, and the same guy catches it. It was one of the most incredible
Like
videos.
Thor's hammer, but with a banana.
It was insane. For a second, I
crazy.
thought I got duped, and they just played the video in reverse. Now that I'm thinking about it, that actually might have been the situation. I didn't even think about that.
Booner.
It was an incredible video, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I had to play that. I mean, that was one of the most incredible things I've ever seen. I normally, like, when I watch a video, I won't typically laugh out loud at it, but that.
How do you stop these people, though?
No, you can't. I mean, it's impossible.
There is no
you
stopping
can't.
them.
There's no stopping them. If the Knicks are going to keep winning games, New York is not even going to be like a city anymore. But this next one, honestly, it surprised me. I thought they were kind of done with this. 24 Jump Street is they're making a 24 Jump Street.
Yeah, because 23 took too long, they said, so we're going 24.
Wait. Is there no 22?
There's no 23.
21
no, is there no 23?
No.
No, but 21 is,
What?
I will say,
I didn't even
know we
realize
talk
that.
about not doing like extra movies too many. 21 and 22 were both great.
Yeah, 24 is a good one.
It wasn't like a sequel where you're like, oh, why'd they do it? It was actually really good.
This is the exception.
It's like the iPhone 9. There is no iPhone 9. It went straight
They
from
just
8 to
switched?
10
That's
because they wanted
crazy.
to get it on the 10-year anniversary. So they're just like, who needs a 9? Just go straight to 10.
That's actually a good point. That's a good point.
Wait, what?
Shout out Kool-Aid, man.
What up,
Shout
Kool-Aid?
Shout out.
It's like, look at shout out Kool-Aid, man. Look at him.
Our
He
guy
coming.
Kool-Aid in the
Woodward
building.
Pistols.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's keep pushing. Kid, what else we got?
This next one, Jeff. Again, you're gonna hate it.
Yeah.
But the New York, they're making. I believe it's June 11th. Maybe they're making it
This guy
national.
can't stop with his days, dude.
I mean,
I mean, how many times do we have to say, the days are done?
okay.
Gotta stop.
It's
You just
well, this
keep
is a
bringing
new day
days.
they just invented.
You keep bringing days.
OG Anunoby Day. OG Anunoby Appreciation Day.
Guys, we gotta stop with the days.
Well, it's not me that's making the days.
You're bringing
I'm
us
just
the days.
I'm just presenting you the days. I'm not making the days.
You know,
I didn't make
Caleb,
OG
you know this
Anunoby.
pisses me off.
Yeah,
You just
that's
keep
why I'm
bringing
doing it.
days,
That's
man.
why I'm doing it.
Too
Look,
many days.
I didn't make the damn day. I'm just here presenting it.
You're
on
the
shit you don't
spokesman
know.
of the people who make the days.
And you keep
No, I'm
bringing
not
them.
It's not me. It's not me in support of the days.
Did you
I'm
bring a
just
day
presenting-
today for Big D Energy?
Where did
no.
that come from?
He was on the show. He brings us days every day.
Yeah, it is disrespectful. You can't bring us days, Caleb, and expect me not to get pissed off. OG and
Freddie felt in the chat.
Freddie felt 199. He said, "Stopping at an Ohio Kroger to take a fat shit. Go blue."
Yeah.
Hey, also, hey, Labartney, another $5. This is good. I mean, he's playing into the bit here. He said checking in, just supporting WSN. Goodbye.
Shout out.
Shout out Labartney, man.
Steven V says,
Legend.
"Yo, I'm in New York City and it's fine here. Haha, vibes are immaculate. All the crazy videos are isolated incidents."
Bro,
Okay.
you must be up in like Upper Manhattan where it's all
Yeah,
nice. This is down in the Bronx,
Crazy.
baby. This is Midtown.
If Detroit wins a championship, are we going to be able to even walk around in the city? Like that, dude.
If the Lions win,
do you
no.
think it would be crazier than it is? In New York
I
right
don't
now?
know. I hope that the New York stuff doesn't like inspire people to like just act like
It is the
absolute
worst.
idiots.
It's the worst, dude.
May
Yeah,
I?
I think there's a difference. Like, yeah, we can celebrate and have fun, and shit's gonna happen. You know, people are gonna get rowdy. I get all that, but like, there's a line where it's like, all right.
May I remind you of the history of the city of Detroit?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Just saying.
Yeah.
If anybody knows how to do a riot, Detroit's one of those top cities that do it right.
I don't know how it's going to be. And it's going to be probably pretty. And people deserve to get excited. I get that. But what else we got, Caleb? Just don't bring days anymore.
You know what? Just because you keep telling me that. And
another day?
You off, no, I don't have another day. I think it's only OG Anunoby Day is going to be June 11th, but I'm going to keep bringing days.
Oh, cool.
But I think we got to go to break here.
Let's do it. Let's go to break. We get back. We'll get the mailbag.
He probably had a couple days. He cut them off.
Ready for us. So we'll answer those. But before we do, actually, Caleb, you got to tell us about the heavies all-night stream.
Yeah, heavyweights subathon Friday, June 19th. That's next Friday, right, boys?
Yes.
Yeah, so be there, tuned in. You guys, the chat, you guys hold all the power. The more you donate, the longer they have to go live. I want to see them live through Monday. I think that's very possible for you guys. You guys hold all the power. How long will they be stuck on camera? It is completely up to you. So June 19th, Friday, starting at 5 o'clock, it is the Woodward Heavyweights Subathon. Hope to see you guys there.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
To tell you energy drinks, but you're about to be crushed. Thrive nootropic energy pouches are here to change the game by delivering steady, focused performance in a clean white pouch for a fraction of the cost. And unlike other brands, Thrive comes from an American company that's been leading the way for over 30 years. So stop drinking gut rot energy drinks and why don't you thrive for a change? It's just better.
Most talked about Detroit media by other Detroit media, and we love it. It's the Woodward Sports Network.
If you're looking for the perfect spot to host your next watch party or get together, whatever it is, head over to Black Rock Bar and Grill, home of the steak on the stone, whether it's a graduation party, baby shower, rehearsal dinner. If you're taking your girl out for a date, whatever it is, make sure you go to Black Rock. They have the food, drinks, and atmosphere to make it all unforgettable. And the best part about it, they have truly something for everyone. Cocktails, mocktails, salads, burgers, desserts, and obviously they have their famous steaks cooked right on the rock or chef prepared to perfection. Book your next event today at Black Rock Bar and Grill and find a location near you at blackrockrestaurants.com.
Let's get to it, mailbag. Get those mailbag questions fired away. It's Stephen V. Mailbag. If you put all the Lions beat writers in a WWE-style cage match, who's coming out victorious?
I have one. Ben Raven. He's like 6'8". And I think he's a wrestling fan, so I think he knows what he's doing.
I'll go with Ben.
Sorry, Doc, I know Doc's probably like, Boone, come on, man. Ben Raven would throw the Doc through a chair or a table. He would throw him through the broadcasting booth, and it'd be over.
I'm going to go with my guy, Corey.
Corey would be good, too. Corey's a good one.
I'm going with my guy, Corey, man. WWE fan. Don't sleep on Corey. He's a dad now. He's got the dad strength. I'll throw Corey in there. Why not? Jesse, mailbag. Who do you think people hate more right now? Kirk Herbstreit, his dog, or Rich Paul? In parentheses, LeBron's butt buddy.
Why? What did Rich Paul do recently?
I don't know. What did Rich Paul do?
Everybody doesn't like Rich Paul.
Also, if he's referring to that picture of Kirk Herbstreit with his dog courtside, that's AI.
It is fake.
Yeah, it's not real.
I got duped. Hey, speaking of something that is real, Broncos linebacker Jonathan Cooper arrested again after allegedly violating parole.
I did see the tweet. Parole. Well, what happened was it said last night he showed back up to his girlfriend's
Come,
house.
dude.
Banging on her door. He was sending her texts.
Okay, not parole, but what was it, a restraining order?
Yeah,
probably?
whatever. Yeah, he showed back up, mad and
trying to eat the phone again.
Wait,
someone in his
the dude
circle
that
has
ate
to
the
be like,
phone?
dude, what are you doing?
Who's the dude that ate the phone?
That's the guy.
Jonathan Cooper. And he showed back up. He probably showed up with another phone. He was like, I'll eat this again.
What's worth, Jonathan Cooper eating a phone or Sharon Moore threatening Shawty with the butter knife?
Yeah, the butter knife is crazy. The phone is crazy.
That's insane. That's one of the
Trying to eat a
one of the
phone
most
is-
insane things that I've ever heard.
I've never seen
Jonathan
that,
Cooper
heard
too,
of
man.
that
He's
before.
a big piece of that Broncos defense. So, guy better get his shit together. What? He eats phones, I guess.
I mean, I guess
he eats phones.
Obviously, you don't want things like that happening. But if you did want someone on your defense, you want someone a little bit with a little crazy edge to that.
Not
right?
that crazy.
Not that. Obviously, there's a line, but
No,
you know
that's
what I mean?
that's psycho.
You know what I'm saying?
Can't be doing that.
No.
Can't be doing that.
Yeah, he is a 10-sack guy, so get your shit together, Jonathan, and
Yeah, come on, bro.
serve your time or do whatever the hell you got to do. And I don't know. I'm curious what the Broncos do. This is a good like yours kind of moral thing with the Broncos. You're gonna guy who gets 10 sacks a year. He seems like he's psycho. I mean, what do we? I don't know how do they handle that situation. Yeah, it's like IAG. Denver Broncos need to get rid of Jonathan Cooper. Well, we'll see. Blimpy, New York finally might win an NBA championship. No, I think everyone's saying they are.
It's done. It's a done deal.
It's over. Yeah, congrats to them. Congrats to OG Anunoby. For Finals MVP.
His own day, June 11th.
Yeah, Mike Brown, by the way, shout out, finally getting a
Everybody thought he
championship.
couldn't do it, but
And he did it.
Proved them all wrong.
LeBron kicked him to the curb.
By the way, who is the Knicks GM? Does anyone know?
No.
Is it just James Dolan?
It's
he just controls
I think he's an
everything.
agent. He's a former agent.
It's
Really?
Gerson Rosas.
Good for him, by the
Is
way.
it? Is that his
He's
name?
done a heck of
Gerson
a
Rosas.
Yeah, he's done a heck of a job.
Oh, Leon Rose, the team president, was an agent. That's the guy I think makes a lot of those decisions.
Is it Scott? It's not Scott Perry.
No.
We had one in there from Jesse Adams. Mailbag: does Michigan and MSU win their overs and wins this year? Michigan at 8.5 and MSU at 3.5.
See, this is we're probably gonna have those conversations. I would guess in August win totals, but if I had to now,
Yeah, way too early prediction.
way too early. And again, this sucks because I'm a Michigan guy, so it's gonna sound like I'm biased. But I would have to take the under in Michigan State until I know more and see more, and then the over in Michigan. I think they're gonna at least get 9 wins.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Booner, and I don't think that's a crazy.
I would
take.
say over on both those two.
Over? I'm gonna take the under on State. I don't know until I see
State's
it.
tough. State, it's really tough. Like new head coach.
I think the
you
line
don't
will-
know
Yeah, we
what the
were
hell's
talking
going
about it with
on.
Neil in the back. Like they got to win what, like one Big Ten matchup,
And
maybe.
I'm pretty sure that the
Two?
MSU win total, I think it's 4.5 now. I think it moved.
Okay, well now we're getting a little uncomfortable.
And if it's 4.5,
But 3.5,
I'm
I'll take
hammering
that.
the under. Yeah, me and Neil actually sat in the back. I pulled the schedule up and we went game by game. And it really, honestly, even the 3.5, if you want to get to that 4, it might come down. I think they play Rutgers in the final week of the season. It comes down to can they beat Rutgers, and I could be wrong on that.
That's Michigan or State?
State, I believe Michigan State when me and Neil were doing it. Yeah, I think it was Rutgers. Rutgers is their last game. That could be like their 4th one.
And that 3.5 is crazy. Is that the lowest in the Big Ten?
It might be. Well, I mean, you got to see they play Toledo. Which
They
is a
have, yeah,
win.
they have their first 2 games are Toledo and Eastern,
and then Notre Dame lost.
Jesus.
Nebraska, you could argue loss. Wisconsin, you could argue loss. Illinois, you could argue loss. Northwestern, win. You could say win.
They
Northwestern,
should win that. Yeah.
UCLA, and they have a gauntlet. They have UCLA, Michigan, Washington, and Oregon. That's
Rough.
their, and then they finish it with Rutgers, and that could be that.
I think
4th
4.5. I'm not taking that.
They-
3.5. I think I would take it.
If it's 4.5, they are tied for the lowest. It's Rutgers at 4.5, Maryland at 4.5, State at 3.5 to 4.5, then Purdue at 3.5 and 4. Northwestern is at 5.5.
I want to go see if I can find.
Let's see. Mailbag Rando. I say we keep Skubal and take comp pick instead of other teams' prospects.
Bro, one effing comp pick is all that you're gonna. Screw that. Screw that.
Maybe
You're gonna get
comp
the fucking
picks?
comp pick anyway. You need either somebody that's going to come on this roster, day one, or be at least in, your system in, AA ready to go, or you let him walk and all you get is a comp pick. In that case, you have to be. You got to fire Scott Harris.
I'd rather get a prospect that has already shown they could do something even at the minor league level. And don't we already get a comp pick for McGonigal?
Yeah, we're gonna get a comp pick if he wins Rookie of the Year. But this is the thing though, is like all these trade packages, which unfortunately we didn't get to today. But if you guys tune into Woodward Tigers, we're gonna be pumping you guys with a whole lot of trade, potential Skubal trade content coming up. But you should, no matter what, like I've looked at a lot of these different trade packages that have been coming out from different baseball writers, you should be able to get 2 to 3 prospects in any of these deals. So for you to only get 1 pick for the best fucking pitcher in baseball, that's unacceptable.
Yeah, you have to get a good package. And if he comes out tomorrow on Saturday, tomorrow, and he's pitching well, and then his next couple games pitching well, you just move on. Again, I'm in the camp of, even if you feel like you can make a push to the playoffs and be in the playoffs, I'm in the camp of no matter what, just get something for Skubal. I'm gonna be consistent with that, especially if he's playing well. And Gordo, I get it. Like, hey, if they're not World Series, if you feel like they're not World Series contenders, then
you have to fully embrace the sell.
But I don't think you fully embrace it, because I think you can still go in and get to the playoffs without Skubal.
Well, that's the thing. A fire sale for this team would look like getting rid of
Glaber,
Skubal, Mize, Torres.
But why not at that point, if you have a good team, like if you're like, hey, we're good, we're just not World Series yet.
We're not, why not good, though. We're 11 games below 500.
Yeah, exactly.
Caleb, hold on, Caleb. I didn't say they're good. If there's a word "if" in there, like you get mad. If they are good, if they feel like they're good, then it gets to that point.
They shouldn't feel like they're good.
Yeah. So,
we're speaking of hypotheticals here, and then you're like, well, they're not good.
Do you think they feel like they're good, though?
Again, it comes down to the next month or so. Where are they? They just won a series versus the Twins.
If
they win this
Gardens, he's a fucking moron.
Yeah. No, seriously.
But what happens if they go on a run here and then they get above 500? And then you're going to be like, well, I guess they are good. I don't want to hear that from you. If they get over 500, if I hear from you they're good, then you're banished.
Okay, if they go 22-6 in June, well, we could have a different conversation, but they're not a good enough team to do that.
Well, again, August 3rd is a trade deadline, so we can wait until then.
Fair enough.
Well, what about the Booner Path? You said it was only 3 series.
Well, we'll see after these series.
Okay.
You got to give it time. Every time we speak in these hypotheticals, you're like, well, they're not good. We're speaking in hypotheticals,
that's not
Caleb.
A hypothetical. They're bad.
Yeah, I was about to say their record would indicate that they are a
They had a bad month of May. Come on, man. What's so funny over there?
It's just funny, you guys.
Caleb, man, you know what?
Well, that's the whole disconnect, Booner. That's the whole disconnect, though. Is like if you're gonna be a bad team, then you gotta have a bad team payroll. Like we have a top 10 payroll in baseball. So if you're gonna be bad, embrace being bad without wanting.
Okay, then how about this? This is the argument I have with Caleb.
If
you're gonna embrace being bad and you're gonna embrace doing this, guess who else is on the table? Riley Green.
Yeah, but you still have 2 years of team control. Dingler and Riley Green are
Riley Green.
Both have
if you're going, this is the inconsistency with people
Booner,
who cover the Tigers.
You don't understand. You don't understand how teams value team control. If a team has control over their guys, it doesn't matter how good or how bad that guy is. They're keeping them.
If you're selling, be a seller.
Okay, it doesn't cost you anything to have these guys. You're getting them way below market value because you have them on team control.
If you're going all in and you think you suck and you're going to go all in on selling, then sell. Don't half-ass sell.
I agree with you, but I'm telling you it's not going to happen.
I don't care if it's not going to happen. My point is, if you're going to sell, sell. I had this conversation with Spenny in the back, and Spenny's like, yes, you sell. Like, everyone's on the table besides Kevin McGonigal and Dylan Dingler. You sell. That's it.
Let's get out of here. Appreciate you all. Have a great weekend. We'll catch you Monday.
Caleb?
By the way, Monday, Calvin Johnson Jr., Megatron, the GOAT, his foundation, Celebrity Golf Classic, will be down there. I think it's like 5 Mile Road in Plymouth, Michigan. So we'll be live from there on Monday. Big D Energy and Crunch Time will be live from there remotely. So tune in to Monday. It'll be a great time for a great cause. But until then, have a great weekend. We'll catch you.
Peace. Guys.
The next generation of Detroit sports media is here. Crunch Time is back on Woodward Sports. Join Jeff Iafrate and Booner Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Taking Detroit sports coverage to the next level with massive interviews, viral moments, and the best live reactions. Get ready, Detroit. The young guns are taking over. Crunch Time on Woodward Sports.